Hey, what's going on? Once again, Dom has started off the backroom chat with some of the biggest nonsense that makes absolutely no sense. Jedi's not here today to cut him off, so we started 2 seconds late. Pete, do we have the intro?
I do.
It's all right. We're going to wait 32 seconds because YouTube integrated even stricter rules on. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So now we're past 32 seconds, so we can say whatever we want. Okay. We've got
really waiting 32 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait 32 seconds from now on because I can't stop myself. You know what I mean? Like
32 seconds is...
No, you can't. You go from 32 seconds to 4 hours, no problem.
Right, no problem. So here we go. Today we got a bunch of stuff. We got we decided after the Wayseeker thing went so well, it went really well in my opinion, but then we got some feedback of people just saying weird stuff that I don't understand, probably because it's out of context, or a book sold for $650,000 3 years ago. How's it a good deal? So instead of doing that, we also took some second print stuff that people have been saying, a bunch of other stuff people have been asking us in chat. We're gonna do a later printing, like kind of thing, combination of what we did on TAC and combination of what Wayseeker did last week. So we got something like that going on. We've been having this big plan. We've kind of been mentioning it. If you go back a lot, we've been dropping hints. We have bought in a couple boxes of Star Wars Galaxy cards. And what we wanted to do, because we figure it's fucking fun too, just throwing our money out the window, we decided what we're going to do is we're going to decide what's the best way to sell these fucking things. And if we make any money off of it all, we're going to use it to buy more shit and then document the selling so you guys can see how shit works. So JJ had a live stream on Whatnot, and he did some, well, I don't even know what he did because I couldn't find the shit. I can't fucking figure this out.
He had 2 boxes. He sold almost the entirety of 2 boxes.
Okay, so we have the results from that. He'll be on later. We're going to go through all that. We're going to show you kind of what he did there. And then Pete next week is going to open up his box, and then we're going to put, unless we have time this week.
No, we'll save it for next week.
And then we're going to put that on a different. We're going to put that on a different selling site, and we're going to see how he turns out there with that selling site. Like I said, we just like to throw money out the fucking window for your entertainment. So I hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
Finally, we got Bad Batch. We got comic reviews. We got to kind of talk because it's going to be coming up here in a couple months. We're going to be a little bit hurt space for some of these comic reviews. And Dom is giving away something this week. And we've got the comments, and we're going to just probably see whose is good and whose is not. So we got all that stuff. But before we get into any of it, let's have Wayseeker start us off with the new. Did I say Bad Batch? We're going to get Bad Batch too.
Yeah, we got that. You said Bad Batch.
Oh, and Andy might be joining us because apparently he's got an opinion of something. Somehow opinion of something that I heard was good. All right. Either way.
Let's go.
Star Wars. Let's go. Am I loud this week? Tell me if I'm loud.
No, I think you're good.
First off, we got the Bad Batch. We got some Bad Batch news. We got the director addressing that.
Calm down, Dom. Calm down. Boba Fett. Calm down.
Boba Fett. They've heard that fans would like to see Boba Fett in Bad Batch. And so there is, I think, a strong possibility from what he was saying that in the future seasons, didn't sound like this season that was going to happen. It really did sound like season 2 was actually done before season 1 even came out, which kind of makes me wonder why we've waited for so long for season 2, but that's a different story.
Well, I think because they put out so much content.
The fans have really wanted to see Boba and Omega have some interactions, and so he acknowledged that that's something that they have heard and something that we probably will see sometime down the road.
Have they? I mean, I know. I'm not saying like fans like Dom that like Dom wants Boba Fett and everything, but like raise a hands is like when you're waking up, when you're thinking Bad Batch, you're like, man, really what this show needs is interaction between like a cartoon Boba Fett and who might be leading his way into the Sarlacc pit and Omega.
It's cool. It's a little bit more.
Wait, hold on, Dom. Maybe you can raise your hand for that.
What?
I would not you, Dom. You don't.
I would like to see Boba Fett in his prime. So like one episode of like Boba.
That's not what they're gonna give you.
I would be okay with that. Like that would be cool.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah, you can absolutely.
I actually think, all kidding aside,
Hey, what's up, Chef?
we
Oh, I
might
forgot to say hi to
see-
everybody.
we might see in a flashback Jango Fett because they're gonna do the clone thing. They're gonna get into the clone thing. You might
Oh,
see
stop! No, this was you went off the rails already, Dom. Let me say hi to the chat real quickly.
Only
I forgot
two
to say hi.
seasons though. Isn't this it?
No,
Yeah.
there's
there's
one.
three
They
more
said
seasons.
One more.
They said
Tommy
one more.
Longbox, thanks for the sub. My favorite show
I
on
don't-
the best YouTube channel. Let's go.
I don't think they've said how many seasons there's going to be, but
I don't see.
Hold
this
on, I
last
forgot to say hi
one.
to chat. Sorry, this is my bad. My bad. Comic Man Andy, show me what you got. Comic Man Andy, we sent you a link. If you want to come on, please do. Especially for our bad review. Won't make it. Ed, won't make it. Sorry. We watch on reruns.
He's watching, but he can't hop in tonight.
Have a good time. Oh, okay. We will. We already started ranting. What do you want to see, Andy? That's what Rudy says. Rudy, good to see you. Wolverine. We got a bunch of comments for you. Oh, you're gonna watch in the rewind? Okay, you're in the comments today. Eric, hi. Jeffrey, Drake, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Sticks, hello, Darksider. I know, I messed it all. Show me something. Says Chad Cave. What did you have, Dom?
What?
Blue. Rock on nerds. Rock on cool guys. Thank you, Blue Beetle. Thanks for the sub.
I'm cool.
Oh, of course you are. Yeah, 32 seconds is all I ever needed. Good. That
Yep.
was actually good.
that was a
Joe
good comment.
Newlands. Hey, gang. Oh, hey, look what Joe's got. Nice.
All right, same song.
Stand for it all.
All right, good job, Joe. Thanks for the sub, Joe. Oops, lost him. Wookie, of course, is here. What's up, Darksiders? We already said hi because he already had a great comment about that. What's up, y'all? Got that. Hey, Chef. I think I missed some people, but it's all right. We'll get to it. Sarth. What's up, people? Hope all is well. All is. You got in there a lot, and BK came back. I am here to see Darth Lopez curb Marco. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
We
I'm
always
handsome. I'm ruggedly handsome.
What's up,
That was a
John?
good time for it.
All right, that was perfect. Next up, go. Let's go.
Jesus.
Sorry, Wayseeker. Sorry about that. Screwed that one up.
So this was a big news throughout this week. There was a huge Twitter campaign that's been going on about unwhitewash the Bad Batch, and the fact that like most of the Bad Batch characters are much whiter than they are in live action and as clones actually would be. Also, not just the clones, but Fennec Shand, other characters like that. So the Bad Batch director has come out and said that they are actively going to be changing how the clones look going forward to make them look more like they should and have in the past. And a big part of it was that season 2 was already done. And so we will see that more going forward with characters like Fennec Shand and others to make them less white.
Last year, they did this last year. They when the first season of Bad Batch, they talked about that, and that was a big thing in the beginning. That the whitewashing, they weren't dark enough, and that was a big thing from last year. So this is coming out again. So
Well, finally the director came out and responded
Okay.
to it. Yeah,
I hate to say it, but like on my TV, like I see the picture here because I didn't know what this was any about. But like I'm not. Maybe it's because I have different shading on my TV, but this isn't what it looks like on my TV.
No.
Like he doesn't have like this gray hair and shit. He doesn't look. They don't look this white on my television. So I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. I don't give it out. To be honest with you, if that's a thing, go ahead. I don't get. But I'm just saying, like this looks like some doctored pictures too, and like I don't know. Is this what it looks like? Like I want to see when.
This is actually was a film, but they also they said that they went back and tried to do some stuff in season 2, and so the article.
Oh, so maybe they did. Okay,
He
cool.
showed like what they looked like before, and he showed like how they've tried to fix it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So he's like, we've realized this is a
So
problem.
this was a season 1 type thing here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why they had to
It's the
start off the
first
season on the
episode
beach.
last year, when it first dropped last year. That was the first thing that people were talking about.
I don't think it's that many people.
I was like,
but whatever. I
Jesus.
mean,
It
like,
was.
it's people-
This was a big campaign. It actually was. I mean,
All right,
big
cool,
enough
then change
that
it.
the director came out and responded in an
change
article
it.
and had a big thing about it. So
I don't know how it's gonna make it. I'm just saying it. I just maybe they. But you said they already did for season 2. So
they
For a
tried to
little
do as much as they could, but
Alright,
they
cool.
said, yeah. So
Damn, man. Why? Boba Fett is not going to be burned and erased from history. Please.
What?
I mean,
Oh,
All right.
that it does. for
here,
sure.
here we got a rumor. But this is the same rumor from the people that came out and said we were going to get the whatever that Ghost, the other show that's coming out next year that they had the code names, and so it's one of the more reliable ones that There is a new Star Wars show
No,
in
please
the
don't.
works by Filoni and Favreau,
Ugh.
and it is called. That's the wrong number. I typed that wrong. It's Ghost Trek 17. I don't know what Ghost Trek 17 means or 13. What doesn't matter, but they have their code name as Ghost Trek 17. So whatever this is going to be, who knows?
What
But,
character are they gonna fuck up now?
Hera Syndulla.
But we heard this in the Brazil thing that Favreau said he was working on a brand new show.
On the little con over there. Yeah.
So we were expecting to hear something, and so now we know that it's code named.
Well, we think we don't know if it is called.
Well,
something.
it's pretty.
Who gives a shit? It's still something we don't want. So
well,
I don't know
we're
if
gonna
I
have
want it yet or
more.
not until I know what it is.
We're gonna have more Mandoverse, right? It's just gonna keep going and going and going.
I don't know. Their track record.
Well, you know
hasn't
what?
been-
I just hope they don't make another Mando series. You know what I'm saying? Have Mandalorian. Mandalorian should just be Mandalorian. Have all the Mandalorians in that. Make something brand new. Because remember last year they talked about the
That's not what they
series?
do.
Nope.
That's not what they do.
Bo-Katan series. They were talking about that. She was getting her own series. So you're gonna have all these different Mandalorian series that are basically the same.
I think it's gonna. So my theory is, if they're gonna have another show, it's gonna be a Cobb Vanth show. They've already had the
Oh
teaser.
man, please don't.
No.
They
Why
already had
would
the
you lose
teaser
that
at the end of
character?
Boba
Cares
Fett
about
season
Cobb-
1
nobody
with Cobb
cares
Vanth
about
coming
him.
back. So like,
I actually like Cobb
He's
Vanth from
gonna
the
have
book.
he's gonna have that RoboCop on.
Oh, hold on. I like Cobb Vanth from the book, but they've
I like-
already started moving. They've already started moving in the wrong direction with that.
I
fucking
know,
character.
Cobb Vanth.
Let it fucking go. Don't touch it, man.
it's
These
already
fucking
been
guys.
touched. It's already been touched.
But like what I'm saying is
That's
like just
gone.
let it. No, what I'm saying is just let it be.
No.
Like you
You
already.
wanna sing,
You don't
let
have
it
a post-credit
go,
scene
let
if
it
you're gonna let it
go.
be.
Let it
Man,
go.
nobody cares about Cobb
It's-
Vanth.
I don't care
Well,
if I care
I
about
like
it. You do
Cobb-
not
I like
do a
Cobb Vanth.
post-credit scene if they're not going to do something with the character.
Listen, Like
Oh
I like
my
Cobb Vanth.
God.
You know, I just hope it would be cool to have a lawman, journeyman, if they did it right.
Dude,
What?
if Dave Filoni was a fucking lawman back in the day, like the little bullshit cowboy hat and boots he wears, he would have been shot in the head and dragged behind a fucking horse. All right, let's be real. Stop
Damn.
cosplaying. Stop cosplaying. Let's go.
Yep.
Cobb Vanth.
Anyway,
I mean,
we got the biggest spoiler of all Mandoverse right here, coming from Gianano or whatever his name is off the top of my head. I can't think of it.
He's a nice guy. That guy's a nice guy.
But he
I like
he,
this guy.
he can't keep his mouth shut.
Oh
ever,
no. Yeah.
Right. So we got a nice little Twitter quote from him today, earlier this week. He says, you're going to get a good amount of Moff Gideon in the next season. You always want to see the Phoenix rise from the ashes, or you want to see an infamous villain rise from the ashes, and believe me, he will. So
Is he talking about himself? He's
he's talking about himself.
So
He's referring to himself as an infamous villain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Well, because he's like
He's
a
more than
C-rate
famous.
villain.
He is infamous.
Nah, listen. Once he gets his Mandalorian armor, he's gonna be friggin' crazy. Don't worry about
hmm.
I mean, he's one of the better villains we've gotten
it. He
lately.
is.
He has been. But I got something for Don.
What
Okay.
What did I say? I just said when he gets his Mandalorian armor.
That's exactly what he says. So, Mando season 3 is going to have a lot of your favorite Moff Gideon.
Uh,
So,
And
expect
you get
that.
armor, and I get armor, and we all get some armor.
I don't want.
I
this
added one more rumor. This one's
No.
been popping up here. And that is that
Do you have any news, or are you just putting up rumors at this
two
point?
rumors. Two rumors. That's
This
all
is
there
fourth
today.
one in a row. Fourth one in a row. Okay.
No,
good.
this was not a rumor. This was a Twitter quote. How is a
What's
Twitter
all
quote
right,
a
three,
rumor?
three.
And it's coming straight from the person.
Go on. Next up.
This one is coming straight from the director.
Next one. Before
Yeah.
that.
There's no rumors when it comes straight from these people. Come on. Two rumors.
A lot of anger and Wayseeker. A lot of anger.
Damon
Lot of
Lindelof,
rumors.
Star Wars movie, is eyeing a late spring, early summer filming. And they're saying we expect to hear quite a bit about this at Celebration. So
I'm not happy with this guy. I don't like this guy.
why?
Dom.
just-
Darth. It's a rumor. It doesn't even matter.
No, I mean I don't know, man. It's
No,
But
we
we
have
know
a
he's
movie.
been.
is it,
We know he was hired for it. We don't know when it's coming.
it's
Yeah.
a strong rumor, man. It's out there a lot. It's strong.
No, we know.
I don't know, man.
They hired him to make a movie.
To be honest with you, the way movies and TV shows have been working, till they actually legitimately start showing up and physically working on it, it's all bullshit.
Well, let's
Like-
hope this is a rumor, but it's strong rumor.
It
What's
is
the
a
one?
strong
What's the lady that was supposed to be? Yeah, so Patty Jenkins. Where's Patty Jenkins? Shit.
Yeah,
many times did she have-
was COVID
Did-
rumors. She was.
But they said she came back. They said she came back. She's gonna do it again.
Yeah, but she's not ready. She's not
What
ready.
about Ryan Johnson's still
the
working on that
crazy thing
shit.
is-
Ryan Johnson came out 4 weeks ago and said, I'm about to shoot my
Well, the
shit.
crazy thing is with the rumor with the movies, 2025, 26, and 27. I don't know how back to back to back. I don't know how that's going to be.
There's
We'll
a rumor
see.
that they already casted a lead for this movie.
I don't know about that. I didn't take any of the
Not the
those
cast,
rumors
but
in here,
they're
but I
looking
do think
for
there's enough rumors to say that this one seems to be lining up as the next.
So this is what we're
movie.
doing. We're just gonna just
No,
everybody
we
throw
don't have
out.
to do this.
Dude, I heard that this guy got drunk, threw up in a trash can, and is now he has
Marco.
cast a rat to play Darth Vader in his prequel trilogies. That's what I heard.
This guy.
Yeah.
is track
We'll see in
record.
Celebration if Damon Lindelof is the one that comes forward. I think if there is a movie, Lindelof's will be the one.
Does
that
he got a hoop earring?
Yeah.
His track
Ooh.
record isn't that good. His track record isn't that good.
Everybody,
Can't wait to see it.
this guy's got a sweet hoop earring. Can't wait for this guy's fucking movies. All right, next up.
Huh.
Nicolas Cage reveals he has no interest in joining Star Wars. This came from a few months ago.
Fuck Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
Pablo
well,
Nicolas
writers,
Cage.
bro.
Pablo
And I
Pascal said he really wanted to see Nicolas Cage come to Star Wars, and so they've been asking.
Fuck
him.
Nicolas Cage.
And
I
Nicolas
love
Cage says,
Nicolas Cage.
I'm a Trekkie. I'm a Trekkie.
Fuck
I
Nicolas
never
Cage.
really
He's
Fuck
a
Nicolas
Star
Cage.
Trek fan.
Fuck him. Fucking
All
bald
right. I
ass.
don't want him in Star Wars.
Bald
either,
ass
bro. We don't
Superman
gotta-
motherfucker. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, you Trekkie bitch. We don't watch you anyways.
On the other hand,
Hey, go do another National Treasure garbage ass
I'm gonna have
movie.
to call HR on you. Come on, come down.
Janello is campaigning to play a future Star Wars villain.
Yes.
Good. Good, but I don't
love
want her
her.
here either. We don't
I
want you
like
either.
her.
Get out of
Yes,
here.
I like her.
Get out of here.
I liked her. She was good in.
The
Yeah.
the quiet the friggin' the other was it the place? What's
The new girl?
Bad. No, she was in the bad place or the good whatever that good place.
the good place. The good place.
Whatever that was.
The good place. Yeah.
She was a good. And then she was in She-Hulk.
She was
right,
good.
as
She was
well.
good as Titana. I like it.
So
She was
Well,
fun.
no, I'd be fine.
Played
with
the
that.
role.
There's a rumor that Dom's doing a story on it. Hey,
Yes.
give it to him. Give him the bell.
Pew 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 pew.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Chat's doing good tonight. Good to see everybody in the chat that we haven't said hi yet. Scott, what's good? Repair Tech Tony.
You
Well,
see,
should we say-
Nicolas Cage doesn't have to be in Star Wars. If he was in Star Wars, he would be Star Wars. That's the whole thing.
No, I don't want him in Star Wars.
Crucifer, good to see you.
It's regularly has.
And I'm handsome. I'm ruggedly handsome. Side view. Side view.
Love it.
Wow.
Next up.
All right, this is for you, Marco.
Florida man.
Florida man reportedly sees a UFO which looks exactly like an A-wing.
Ooh, maybe. I hope.
You know?
Breaking news. That was me coming into orbit. I apologize. We're sick. Marco failed to let the chat know that we're all under the weather. So I had to
Oh,
go,
yeah.
I had to go get us some Banta liquid. So that was me coming back. So
We're all gonna sit in back of tanks, right?
back to, yeah. I let Marco borrow my liquid. He never gave it back. So
That liquid
Last
would be
week we had
good.
Star Wars on Mars. This week we have a UFO A-wing.
Nice.
yeah.
So I think it's trying to say that there is
Sorry.
extraterrestrial life, and it is
Plot
much like the
thickens.
Star Wars universe.
Yo, where's that
Dude.
guy? What's the dude that does the UFOs on the History Channel with the crazy hair?
That's me.
It was me after my Taco Bell run. Give it to Andy. Ring the bell. For those people that don't know that aren't from the Midwest and the East Coast, like Florida man, Walmart man's a big thing out here. Like as soon as I saw this, I was like, Wayseeker, please tell me this says Florida. You got to do a Florida man thing. And Wayseeker grew up in the Midwest, I believe, so he knew about it. Where a Jedi, why he's not here is because he criticizes all for being Yanks. It's not Florida man, Walmart man. But what are you gonna do, man? I thought it was funny.
Taco Bell was horrible, by the way.
Oh, it is not. It is S tier for a reason.
Let me
Lopez.
tell you
It's
something.
horrible.
I had
Lopez,
a
did you?
Taco Bell yet the other day. I had a couple of hard shell tacos, chicken.
No.
They were good.
The
I
problem
only
with Taco Bell is your clothes smell like Taco Bell for the rest of your life. After
I
you
only
go in
eat
there. You can
tacos.
never get that smell out of your clothes ever.
Yeah.
Or your bathroom. Darth Lopez, do you because now you're in the Midwest, but when you were on the West Coast, did they have Florida man out there too, or no? Was that a big
No.
thing? It's only over here.
Was it Texas, man? Because like Texas is here is everything Texas. You make fun of everybody.
That's what. Yeah, that's also what.
Well, Texas has
shit I was saying.
Whataburger, right? I've heard a Whataburger is supposed
No,
to.
no. We're talking about like Florida Man's a thing, like a skit that everybody like. If you listen
No.
to any like radio on talk show in the morning,
Yeah,
They
like
do-
Florida
they
man
do a
broke
segment
off foot on homemade rocket. Like,
yeah, they just go through Florida news and they go like, "Is it a Florida man or is it somebody at Walmart driving drunk down the side of the road, expressway in Rascal while drinking beer?" And it's like, was it from a Walmart? Was it Walmart person or was it a fucking Florida man? And that's
Florida man survives gator attack while trying to surfboard ride it.
There you go. Florida man petted a shark and lost his arm. There you go.
Florida man.
The Florida Man comic right there.
Is there a Florida man comic? Because now I want to read it.
Florida man.
All right. So Jim Lee rejected Star Wars plans. So if you didn't know, back in the day when the Star Wars was in Dark Horse, in the late 90s, Dark Horse had a chance to lose its license. So everybody tried to come in and bid it. Dark Horse kept it. They paid more. But Jim Lee was one that was trying to get the license of Star Wars. And he talked about all the different stories that he was hoping to be able to tell with all the good artists, including him. And there was a lot of Boba Fett. There was going to be a ton of Boba Fett content that was going to kick off Jim Lee's 6-year license that he was trying to get. So,
Boy.
it would have been completely different if Dark Horse wouldn't have got the license again in 1998 and it would have gone to Jim Lee. We would have seen nonstop Boba.
Oh, that'd have been awesome.
Yeah.
Boba Fett drawn by Jim Lee?
It was going to be drawn by Jim Lee.
I love Taco Bell.
I love stories of Florida man, dude. I don't care. It's
Parker
fucking
doesn't care
hilarious.
about Jim Lee Star Wars at all.
Nah,
Just Florida Man.
Yeah,
Try to throw some comic news in there. I thought it
that was
pretty
good.
interesting.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you know that the DH time was really fucking wild. Like there
Let
was
me ask
some
you a
wild
question
shit.
now. Isn't Jim Lee a free agent now? Is he still with DC?
No, he's dark. He's a DC.
DC.
Yeah.
He's still at DC?
He's the head of
He just
creative,
doesn't-
whatever.
yeah.
Yes, he is. I thought he left.
No, he did.
No?
He kind of left his job and then got put.
Oh,
to
okay.
job.
Yeah.
The thing with Lee is that he would have fit in perfectly. Like all his waterworks shit and everything else, the crazy shit that's
Waterworks?
the waterways. What the fuck was
Waterworks.
the
Wetworks.
We're under the
Wetworks.
weather.
That works
They-
was-
hey,
was
like
like
Lopez
Liz.
said, man, I've been taking a lot of the
Yeah.
cough syrup.
We're
So
playing hurt.
yeah,
We're
dude.
playing
He was Wildcats.
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 Well,
No, but what was his imprint? What was his imprint?
Wildstorm.
Wildstorm. That's what I was thinking.
Because they had Wildcats and Storm.
Wildworks, Wildstorm. What the fuck ever.
You said Waterworks, like we're playing Monopoly.
No, I said Wildworks.
The comic books or
I said
something. don't know.
Wildworks, not Waterworks.
And he
Anyway,
can still do covers for me. I wouldn't mind him doing a couple.
no,
of
my
covers.
point is, yeah, but my point is that shit would have fit right in with some of that Dark Horse stuff.
It would
It
have.
really would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, some of the shit he drew was
You know
better
what
than
what
some of the
sucks?
shit that came up in the DH.
Stop playing the Tiffany song. Could have been so beautiful. Could have been so right.
Hey, there you go, Dal. I like
There you go. Tiffany. Back in the day.
Oh
What
yeah.
the fuck is going on?
This
All right,
one-
go.
That's what it's
Next
making
year,
up.
we're gonna have a Dom singing Christmas album.
There you go.
Dom. A
I got my money
huge
saved.
400-piece action figure, which has been untouched since the 70s and early 80s,
Wow.
was
Wow.
uncovered, and it's headed to auction right here in Denver in February. There's like a dozen or plus Boba Fett's, and there's some $20,000 lightsaber with Luke stuff, and it was
No, I got the money saved for the Palatoy. I want the Palatoy Boba Fett.
it's they're expecting that this auction alone will bring in between $500,000 and $1 million for these 400.
How much do you think the
figures.
Palatoy is gonna go for? Dom, how much do you
Easy.
think the Palatoy is gonna go for?
How much? I think the
Yeah.
Palatoys will go for about $27,000. 20. It depends on the mint. The
Well,
card.
let's all get our Powerball
The
tickets
20
because we
grand.
still got a shot.
Because
You know,
if the card, the back card back is in really good shape and the bubble is not yellow, easily 20 grand plus.
All right, Dom, you got to buy it. I'm expecting you to pony
I'm
up.
Lady Gaga for soundtrack.
Ring the bell, dude. These guys, you guys are killing it. He killed
they
it too. Scott, you killing it. Jesus.
Lady Gaga's underrated.
Go on,
man.
AOA.
So anyway, this one is February 1st will be this auction.
damn.
So one to keep an eye
Well,
on.
you know what's funny? They had the auction of the heritage auctions that they have for the Star Wars stuff. They had a lot of Boba Fett stuff last time, and there were some reasonable prices, $3,000 to $4,000 for a card back Boba and card back pretty mint. That's not bad compared to the prices that they are going for, depending on the shape.
Think if you didn't buy all those pre-ordered what are those things called? Those toys you buy, those little
the Funko Pops.
No, the little statue ones. The statue thing you move out.
The statues, you mean Hot Toys?
Hot Toys. If you didn't spend them, you could have bought one Boba Fett.
I know. Well, that's one of my 2023 grails that I want. I do want to purchase one of these Boba Fett's.
I had most of all these toys as a kid, man.
I had them too, but
and I don't know where they went. They just disappeared one by one.
I'll be honest with you. If I ended up winning, well, how much is the Powerball at? I don't play the lotto.
Powerball like 700 mil.
Okay, if I had that, I'd buy two of these. I'd buy two of these, and I'd open one of them so my kids could play with it. And
I told you, if I was to hit the Powerball, I would get the rocket fighting Boba Fett prototype. That's one of the holy grails. I would buy that for myself.
Really?
I just don't understand what's the point of having stuff and just not.
Yeah, I'd buy all G.I. Joes.
Yeah, playing with it. Fuck it. If I got 78, I'm not even leaving the fucking compound. I'm just playing with toys my entire life. I just hey,
imagine what you could do if you had like $1 billion. You could buy like a huge mansion and make every room like this is the G.I. Joe room.
Dude, set it up. I've been playing Junior's Catan, Settlers of Catan, since like Wednesday. That's why I was late on Wednesday. I'd just be playing all types of shit. You wouldn't see me. I'd weigh 600 pounds and I would just not leave the house because I'd be playing.
You'd be going to the buffet every day. No,
they'll put you on the TV show PLC.
Straight up Hot Pockets, bro.
I'd buy Pete Lifetime Taco Bell.
Yeah, straight up Hot Pockets.
Yeah, I would definitely build a real life Slave One. Definitely. Drive that shit on.
We got some gaming news this week. Ubisoft came out with a lot of news. I didn't put it all in here, but I put two here. Ubisoft Massive says that 2023 is going to be a huge year for them regarding Star Wars. And so they came back later and said, their game's probably not going to release in 2023. They wanted to clarify that because everybody thought that might happen. I think we're probably looking more like a 2024 release, but we probably will see some good gameplay trailers coming for this. And they're trying to figure out monetization because they know that this is going to be the big issues in the past with MMOs for Star Wars have been monetization. So they admitted that that's going to be a big part of their year. But they also said that it's going to be a universe that's like No Man's Sky. So if you like No Man's Sky, that was a game that you enjoyed. I thought that was a fun game. That's what this game universe is going to be like. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Well, you know what? They definitely 2024, more like 2025. I don't think if it's going to be that type of a game, it's going to take a while to really get that.
They've been working on it for years, though, Dom.
Yeah,
they have been. I mean, the problem is they have two big AAA games they're working on. They're working on an Avatar game and they're working on Star Wars. And
AAA games take a fucking long ass time too.
Expecting the Avatar game to come first. What?
Did they make No Man's Sky?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Because if they did, then it's just a matter of reskinning a lot of things and get a lot of the framework done.
Wayseeker, didn't they have a open world Star Wars game back in the day?
No, Battlefront. They had Battle.
No, where you can build your character and you can go on and on.
Was that Knights of Ren?
I believe they had one.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, there was something. I forget what.
Well, look, I can tell you this.
Remember.
If that does come to be, it's definitely going to be a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, EA's license ends the second half of this year, so they can't come out before EA's license ends. Because they have exclusive 10 years in it. So, I mean, the realistic time frame, I think, is 2024, just based off of that license alone.
They didn't. That was so okay.
Yeah.
Well, Star Wars Celebration this year, we'll probably mention it.
I don't know.
When's that? April?
Dom's already starting with the early celebration.
Celebration, but I don't.
Dude.
A lot of those developers like to display it
can't,
themselves on their
cons.
things.
Yeah.
Not share it with the celebration.
Marco, I got my HR handbook, so I'll be throwing flags.
I mean, we saw that with the new Fallen Order game. They did not
want
to play it at D23. They wanted it at their own center. So games are different because it's not done by Lucas.
Yeah, and to be fair, Dom, we're still waiting on that Mando trailer. that we're getting. At
I know.
Christmas.
I know.
Yeah.
That's-
We haven't even got the poster that we're supposed to get 2 weeks
The
before
Mando trailer.
that. So like,
yeah, the Mando trailer we were supposed to get
Hey,
Christmas. Right?
you guys know they're coming out with a junior novel, the Book of Boba Fett junior novel.
yeah, I saw
I
that.
can't wait to not read that too.
Yeah,
It's gonna be the same thing as the comic book.
I won't be buying that.
Give me
Well,
one
you know what? There was a piece of artwork. There was a piece of artwork that was that floated around by a Marvel artist, and it was Boba Fett, and it, I was
right.
wondering what it was for. But
So-
hopefully-
This is a funny story. So when I first moved out to this lake, the newest Star Wars had come out, and Poe Dameron was like a big thing, I guess. Somebody built a boat, a Poe Dameron X-wing, and they wanted $10,000 for it. And I'd always said it like that's the one thing I would have bought if I won them, because I could. It was probably only worth $2,000. Eventually, I think they scrapped the
Are
thing.
you still on this lottery thing?
But still, with the lottery, they
Are
are.
you
Yeah.
like 10 minutes behind us? It's like that person
No,
in
I
chat
just,
is like,
it's just,
25
hey, it's
minutes
just,
behind,
I'm still, I just get lost sometimes when Dom goes off on those rants about like, there's a Mandalorian story. Yeah, okay, like,
Poe Dameron boat.
so I was waiting to not cut you off in the news. I was gonna say it then, but then we got down some like, hey, you know what I heard? I heard that James Cameron is doing a Star Wars Avatar crossover, and I'm like, oh, good lord.
I got one quick thing. Mark, if I wanted
just
to
thought about the
ball, I would buy you the Ahsoka. What is it? The 1 out of 100?
You mean
Oh,
the 1
okay.
in 1,000?
1 in 1,000.
1 in
I would
1,000,
buy
yeah.
that for you in a
Loaded
98,
cover?
Marco.
I already had
What
it.
about me?
Oh, Pete, I'll just buy you 2 for you, dog.
I need.
I already had it. I sold it. I don't want it again. I want it cheap again. I want to go hunt it and find it cheap.
Go
Good
for it.
luck.
Life's boring.
There's got to be some out there for pretty cheap still.
No, that's what I say, because somebody said that Dom would build Slave One, life size Slave One, so that made me think of that X-wing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think about.
All
All right,
right.
what's next?
So this is the game that I'm going to beat Marco at when it comes out. Pretty bad.
I'm absolutely gonna crush you at this
We're
game.
going to absolutely destroy Marco when this game
I'm
comes out.
gonna you're gonna give me 3 months with it. We're gonna play for
Whoa,
3
whoa,
months. By the time
Wait,
3 months are,
wait,
you'll
I'll
be
smash
like my little
That means
kid. You won't
it's
be able to
gonna be
beat
Why
me.
is it going to
Plus-
take you 3 months? I've never played this game. It's a brand new game. If it
I've
takes
never
you 3
played.
months to beat one,
I've never played any Fantasy Flight. I've never played any
if it takes
of
you
these
3
deck
months
building
to beat
games.
one- yeah,
I've never played a deck building game in my
Thank
life. Never played a deck. I have never played a deck building game in my life.
Me either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's like saying
But you were this national champion, 16th place.
it's going to be like.
So you're scared that in 3 months I'm gonna crush you. I feel the fear.
Sticks is going to win like 250 times in a row, and then Lopez is finally going to win one, and you're like, I'm the best player. Lopez is going to be I'm the
No,
best
no,
player.
no, no, no. After that, you won't win again. No, it'll shut you down.
I like this Wayseeker. I just want to go on the record. I like this.
Wayseeker. You literally have got a bunch of like. Look at all the years you played behind you. You've got like 20 years of playing these fucking.
brand new.
No bullshit.
I'll still crush you.
No bullshit. It's the deck building game.
But your only chance of
I don't
winning
even know.
is, like,
Hey,
right at
I'll
the
be honest with
beginning.
you. I'll be honest with you.
As
I got
the
no
game
fucking
goes on, I will get
Hey,
better, and you will not.
Wayseeker. Okay, well, then why are you scared, bro?
I'm not scared. I'm just
Why are
saying.
you scared?
Let me ask you
Why
a
are you
question.
scared, bro?
Is this going to be a physical game you can hold in your hand?
I don't fucking know. I have no clue what this shit is. Like, literally no clue what this is.
Anyway,
I don't know what deck fucking building is. I know
If you
no
want to
fucking
know-
clue. He
if you
said
wanna know,
cards.
they're gonna
I said I'll
reveal
beat
the
him.
gameplay
I got
this
the
week
HR handbook.
on
Let's
the
calm down,
11th at
guys.
2
Let's calm
p.m.
down.
via the live stream.
Let's calm
What's that?
down.
What are we doing?
Let's calm down. Let's bring it down. Let's make it
Lopez trying to be the voice of reason.
calm down. Wait,
I got no clue. Like, I got no clue what this shit is. But I guarantee you I'll win.
Fantasy Fight Games makes all sorts of
down.
card
You see this
games
guy,
and miniature
BK?
games. They have exclusive license for both of those.
Is this, can I ask you a question? Seriously, I know it's going to sound really ignorant and stupid, but is this just like a Pokemon type situation here?
We don't know. That's what we're gonna find out this
No,
week.
is that what deck building games are? Is like a Pokemon?
No.
situation?
Most of the Fantasy Fight games are that you get all the cards, so you're not like chasing cards, buying rares and super rares.
I mean, like,
and
how
all
many
that.
cards do you get? Like 100 cards or what?
So in the box, they'll have all the cards that come out. So you get everything in there, and you then have to make your deck based off of you having everything. So they're not interested in you like buying all the packs and chasing down all the
You know what
rares
people are going to
and all
do?
that stuff. You get everything, and then it's up to you to make what you
What
want the
people
deck.
are
So
gonna
we could just buy a bunch of. Well, hold on. Let me ask you. So we could just buy a bunch of these, and then we could all just, because we're all gonna have the deck anyway. So we could just play here on the YouTubes.
Oh, all you'll need is in that box. That's everybody will have that be able to build their
Oh,
own deck in that
domination!
box.
It is.
So we
No,
don't have
what
to-
Mark was
we don't
saying,
have
so we
to
can all
buy
have
the
What people
in
are
our
going to
hands if we
do?
wanted to.
They're going to take these cards,
I'm
PSA
smashing.
them.
No, they aren't.
All you
They
guys.
don't
gotta grade
PSA
them.
fans.
They will grade them.
I play. They don't Destiny. They're not going to PSA them because they're not rare.
Yet.
They're all the same rarity.
Well, no, there's not.
I got
Tom,
that,
that's the
Joe.
point. There's no rarity. There's everything
I
is
like
in
that.
the box.
Yeah.
So all you got
Well,
to do
I
is
know-
go buy the set off of Amazon, and you get that card. So
You know what?
But can
Fuck
you
it.
get tens?
You
How
want
much,
Risk?
how much Star Wars risks cost? I say we buy this, and for all the members, how much do members cost, Pete? Is it $1 or $5? What do you do? What's our
You don't
membership?
want to play with.
What?
You don't want to
Oh,
play
we got
Risk, bro.
$1.99 and $5.99.
Okay, if you
Man.
get it, we'll start playing Risk together. We'll have one day where we play Risk together. I love
Play
Risk.
Risk?
Man,
Fuck yeah.
bro. You don't want
On
none
the
of this.
YouTubes.
I'll
Straight
play
up.
Oh, I love Risk. He goes,
Hold on. Risk,
It's a miss.
Scrabble, Monopoly, Pinochle, Spades, Dominoes. Can't nobody fuck with me.
Oh, dude, you lost all those games.
No.
You just went through a list of
Yeah,
Marco
bro.
whooping your ass. It was just ass whooping, ass whooping, ass whooping, ass whooping, ass whooping, ass whooping.
Hold on. As a young kid, I got caught stealing Kyber crystals, right?
What's
I had to
happening?
go away
well,
for a
listen,
long
Marco,
time.
time to put up the
I
clip
had to
again.
go away. I had to go away for a long time.
I'm
Hold
even
on.
playing Catan right now, just to get the kids to learn how to play it, so they can play Risk, so they can lose.
And
You
in
know
that-
what I mean?
in that-
Dominoes, I hand carved those out of bones, motherfucker.
Okay,
What's
that's fine.
happening?
Put
What's
the-
happening?
Put the clip
I
up.
had to go
Put
away
the
for a
clip
long
up.
time, and I learned how to play all those games, especially Risk and Scrabble. So
I'm handsome. I'm ruggedly handsome. Left view, left.
I'm just saying. I just say Risk is that's a commitment.
yes,
that's
and
not gonna be. That might be
Scrabble
more
is
than
no
a day.
joke.
Come on.
I live
Risk.
in the home of Euchre, dude.
I
None of
always
these
think
games
it's
are gonna be
Seinfeld.
it.
Risk when they're on the train.
Yeah, we're gonna be exactly. We're gonna be Kramer and
In-
Newman on
in
the
high
train working
school,
Risk.
True story. We played euchre games to 100 because tens weren't good. We would get
Yes,
up
I did.
at 6 o'clock. We'd be there at the donut shop from 6 a.m.
Because
Yeah.
you were in Ohio, were you?
Monday
You
through
were in the
Friday
Midwest.
playing euchre
Yeah.
before school started.
All day. All day.
Yeah,
All day.
you're gonna lose, Lopez. There's no chance you guys.
Yeah, you can't beat somebody from the Midwest. The worst Midwest player, fucking Euchre, will get you all day long.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
done.
All day.
You can dream
All
as much
day.
as you want. You're gonna lose.
Again,
He did.
You're
You're gonna go alone, and I'm gonna defend your loner by myself and be like, I'll get 3 tricks. Yeah, you have no chance.
okay,
Yeah, I haven't played spades in forever. I'm down.
yeah. I play spades is like checkers for somebody who plays pinochle.
Let's play crap.
Come on.
I play pinochle.
Hey, everybody's okay. All right, enough. Lopez is just talking. He's just talking. Yeah, time out. Everybody's not just gonna start challenging him. He is a handsome man. There you go. That's what he got for him.
We
Rugged
got a release
character.
date for the Star Wars High Republic character encyclopedia, which will give us characters from all the phases. Which doesn't mean much because phase 3 is just the same characters as phase 2 for the most part. But that's coming out on October 10th, and it will feature more than 250 characters. So if you like, your encyclopedias, this is one also to add to your collection. I think that's it. That's this week in Star Wars.
Nicely done, Wayseeker. Nicely done. And I can tell you're under the weather,
Yeah.
as we all are.
Yep.
We're here.
I'm all right.
Hey, Lopez, that's not
Okay.
something we tell everybody. We just keep going. We don't.
I'm like
I mean, I think you're making a big deal about it. It's not that big of a deal,
I'm
dude.
like Kobe shooting free throws with a blow.
No, you're not. You're the dude. You're the dude that's like.
Lopez was like Kobe.
You're
Yeah,
the-
Lopez,
hey,
you are the closer.
Hey, you're the dude we pulled up off practice squad. Was like, man, we need one more.
I'm
Let's just
like-
get Lopez in here
I'm
real
like
quick.
Pippen being a decoy with a blown back in the finals in Game 6.
You mean hanging on to MJ's ankles so you can win a couple rings?
6 of them, right?
Yeah, I mean
Oh, here we
everybody
go.
gets, even the one gets one.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is the wrong
Are we
thing.
doing comics first? Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, before we go Bad Batch, I'm the only one who doesn't like Bad. Oh, okay.
Oh, we're not doing Bad Batch.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Not there yet.
We're not there.
I don't know how short of a run it was. It didn't seem like there's a lot selling. We're gonna go over that for you there, Shobi. Not that it matters, anyways.
Why is that incentive selling for decent money?
You got to see. Actually, I broke it down at the end. We'll see. We'll see
Okay.
what you think decent money is. All right, so here we go. One comic book. By the way, we got to talk about this, guys. We're going to be struggling for some of this new comic book, and you'll see why. If you guys remember, last week's FOC was nothing. This week's FOC, I'll show you it, and then I think next week's isn't much better. It's going to be rough times here, so we're going to get a little bit of break in Star
Dark
Wars.
times.
Yeah, but at least we don't have to see this fucking. Wait, where did Wayseeker go? He needs to get back here because this was the book he was excited about.
We already have one.
His hair.
He was so excited about this book. Okay. No, you're not rich. You're not rich at all. I bought it too for $6.
What is this? Is
This the art in here is phenomenally not good. The storyline is phenomenally terrible. They find some just random brain planet that has like a force field that somehow you can breathe in. And then some creepy fucking child of the corn kid comes in a spacesuit. And he's like, "Hey, are you new? You're new. New food. New food. What do you take?" Or they call him new. And he goes, what do you new taste? New taste. New taste. You can't like use real word. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It was creepy. And they're like, "Oh, he wants some food. We're gonna give him some food." And the kid snatches the shit right out of Leia's hand. By the way, I should have asked you who the fuck you thought that was. Who do you think this woman is talking to this kid? That's supposed to be Leia.
no way. Right
I
here.
swear.
Why she got purple hair?
No, that's because she and Hondo look the same.
She and Hondo look the same.
She's
Oh,
got a cute
No,
nose.
that's Hondo right there. Yeah.
This is
The only difference is Hondo got purple hair and she got fucking no hair.
Holdo, not Hondo.
Hondo, whatever the fuck.
Hold
You
on.
know what I'm talking about.
Difference.
The one that runs the star thing into the fucking Kylo Ren.
Holdo, I guess.
Holdo, what the fuck ever. Who gives a shit? Nobody gives a shit about that character. Nobody gives a shit about this book.
I know, but I give a shit about Hondo. Which is
Oh no, sorry, hold on. Hey, this boy though is creepy. Well, he could be a girl, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. He's just creepy as shit. Oh yeah, Luke Skywalker's supposedly in this story too. So that's supposed to be Leia, and then this is supposed to be some type of food. He just snaps out his hand, and even though he's wearing a visor, he's like eating through the visor, but then he doesn't have the visor on, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I hear a noise, I gotta go." So then he Johnny Rockets it the fuck out of there. And then they just have this great art of them just staring at, I don't know what the fuck they're staring at. Oh, hold on. Then that's supposed to be Luke, and he's just like, "Oh shit." And it's like, "Oh, cool. Lando's here." But what the fuck is that?
That bad.
Lando looks dope. No, but they disappear sometimes. Luke shows up and disappears. Sometimes he doesn't have a face.
Oh, okay.
So then like there's something there, but you can't even really see what it is in the fucking art. And then here we go. Pew, pew, pew. So they start saying pew and they all lost their faces. Oh, by the way, that thing over there, that's a Chewbacca, just so you know.
Why does the kid look like Alexander in the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day in that middle?
Yeah,
How'd you pull that off, Pete?
Yeah, I like Lobot. At least Lobot's getting some screen.
Yeah, so Lobot, did a great job. Lobot tries to use the Force, and it doesn't fucking work. That's not what he did. He tried to what the fuck. It didn't fucking matter what he does. Actually, it doesn't fucking matter. And then they're gonna get pushed off the thing by just walking robots that really serve no purpose. And then all of a sudden, a ship pulled up. But even though they're gonna leave the space or somehow, yeah, Florida. He does look like a Florida boy. They're gonna jump on a ship, even though it doesn't make sense because they've already said if they leave the special dome, they're gonna die and freeze to death. But then they're like, "No, we're not," because it's only 3 seconds, even though they earlier said how dangerous it was. I don't fucking know. But then Lando's like, "I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit." Oh, that's not foreshadowing at all. Pew, 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 pew. And then Lando misses the fucking thing. And then Luke Skywalker loses his face. And then his lips start turning blue at one point. I pulled this art up so you guys could take a better look at this. Real quality shit here. I think that's him supposed to be freezing or something. This book's...
You didn't eat a powdered donut?
This was your book, dude.
Went to town.
I know. I was disappointed in this book, but
the
ship was cool looking. I loved how it was like a conglomeration of all these ships, both Imperial and not.
It's bullshit. There we go. Now we can tell the difference because now they have a girls' moment where they're like, "Oh, we were supposed to be on vacation. Sorry, it wasn't." Fucking just a bunch of work. You know what? Honestly, this book at this point is going to get one of my favorite little things. It's going to get this because there's a whole bunch of this shit in here.
Here you go. You got first appearance of a young boy with a yellow lightsaber.
Oh fuck yeah, this is stupid too.
Just for you, Dom, right
there. Yeah, so then all of a sudden the whole big thing is like, "Hey, we saved you. Now throw all your weapons out into space." And for some reason, fucking Luke Skywalker's like, "Yeah, you know the fuck what? I'm gonna throw my lightsaber out there." But at the same time, Chewie throws his bowcaster, so they're not really losing their weapons. And then Florida boy comes in and it's like, "Oh, sweet, a fucking lightsaber." Knows what a Jedi is, mind you. And this is in no space. Knows what a Jedi is. I think that was the most important thing out of this book. And then they do the next thing is dumb as shit too. they're like, oh, well, this is actually the gas that we were looking for. Cool, we can negotiate a deal. And the guy goes, we don't deal like you. You're all stuck here now, and now I'm half Drangir, I'm half alien, I'm half.
Hey,
This
I'm
is the
happy you
same.
got an alien.
This is the same species that we saw in Mando season 2, right?
Kind
Is
of.
it?
I don't know what the fuck.
I
The way
thought
this fucking art turned out, I don't know.
do
What,
it
the
for
fuck.
I think it's the same one that we saw in the What?
What
I
was
think
the TV show where they had that human guy that goes to Futurama? I thought this was fucking the cousin of
Oh, the
Futurama.
Cyclops.
guy.
No, it's
Sinbad.
Krull. Remember when they traded their eyes so they could see the future?
Oh,
Cyclops
good
and
lord.
Krull.
Crack on. So, if you wasted money on this book, good job.
I got
I
the
did.
1 in 25 and the 1 in 10. So you
I got
know.
them all. My I haven't picked them up yet.
I
I
got
only
the
bought
back of the
I only
clone
bought the 1 in 25 for $6 and called it a day.
That was a good deal. I paid more than that.
Yes.
cover. I'd rather have the action figure cover.
they actually
than
have like
the
a-
back of the clones cover that I got.
Some of them don't, but they all have like a charging thing to it. It's like a different power source. They have a power cell that goes into them. This is a serious question. Is that what we're doing? It's a power cell that you used to. So Space Coke, I mean, that would make some sense. I don't know. This book didn't. I don't know if anybody liked this book. Did anybody like this book?
No.
No. I don't know what Charles Soule's up to these days. Like,
No, he's coming to the great state of Michigan in a couple days.
you gonna go see him?
I wouldn't.
Maybe.
That's a stretch, Marco.
What's he going to Michigan for?
Yeah.
He's gonna be at a comic shop. Well, his wife's from here.
No.
It's yeah. So's the artist for whatever. He's got connections out here. He comes all the time actually, but he's going to a shop that I'm not exactly friendly with.
So did this Cyclops steal Bosk's pants? And the Road Warriors wrestling armor, and then that's where he got his look for.
This was, I mean, all the hype that Wayseeker gave this. I was hoping for at least a glimpse of something to save this book, and it was horrible. The one good thing I'll say about this book was it was watching a train wreck every page you turned. So there's that.
I was really looking forward to it. Nihil, no space, everything I could want, and it was.
Yeah, they really did a fucking bad job on that.
Florida Boy and Cyclops.
So I stopped reading the books.
It was the right idea, and it was just executed so badly. I don't know what happened.
Next week we got Darth Vader. Jedi will be back so he could talk because now it's all the handmaidens. I mean, this is getting ridiculous, and it's going to be a ton of handmaidens for the next foreseeable future with this fucking book. So there's that.
Am I the only one who hears "Immigrant Song" from when they use the way they use it in Ragnarok? When you look at that Vader cover with them kind of flying through the air at them.
Zeppelin.
Yep.
I don't know.
Next week I will tell you that if I read this book, it was actually pretty decent. But I'm not saying I read this book. So
Well, you did, and it was decent. Okay.
High Republic Star Wars 4. It's kind of what me and Wayseeker thought it was going to be. I would say that some of the wording in there is pretty good.
Well, I hope the guts are better than the covers because I don't like any of
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, and not all the guts. I'm not gonna say. Look. The bar for Star Wars comics at this point is so flippin' low that when I'm saying it's good, it's not Star Wars fucking 30. Okay, like let's just get that straight.
I'm really interested to see who the character on the cover is, because I
who you
thought
think
for
it
a
is.
longer time it was
Oops.
going to be Yana Ro. But since Yana has not appeared, we're going to talk about the High Republic book next week.
Oh, you're talking about the other character.
So is it Yana or is it Marta Ro? We know it's one of the Rows on the cover here. I haven't read this book. I know nothing.
We're
I
not
know
going to tell you
Marta
who's
told me.
there. We're going to tell you that people show up.
I don't know because I haven't read it. Marco does. But so
can
personally,
read it.
I'm fascinated to find out if that is Yana, because it looks to me more like I would imagine Yana looking than Marta. But in the book that we just are reading, the audiobook that came out this week, Yana is off-world and not on Jeddah, which makes me doubtful that is actually Yana. So I can't wait to find out personally.
Did you say on the audiobook?
Yeah.
I thought she was on there. That fucking
Yana's
audiobook
not
was-
in the audiobooks. They
Oh
talk
my
about it-
god, that audiobook. Holy shit. Just wait till next week when we review that piece of shit. Oh.
So anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to, is finding out who that character is.
I agree, Joe. That's what I'm mad too. That's what I am starting to get mad at this.
Thank you, Joe.
I like to collect runs, man. And
I'm
well,
with
you know what I
too.
will tell you though? The one run that's pretty good is this one right here next week. We're getting
Just
part
like it
2.
was in Marvel.
Huh?
Just like it was in Marvel. That was the best.
Oh, it was when it was that, you mean IDW? Yeah.
AEW?
Yeah, IDW. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I
And
stopped reading it. After that,
I gotta say, I think both me and Wayseeker were wrong. We thought the Dank Garks was gonna be
Dang
terrible.
Yanks.
Why the fuck ever? They weren't that their fucking name's horrible, but the stories, as Lopez said, it's just like IDW, man. It's surprisingly better. I don't know. They got like 2 books in this. I don't know.
You
know
like
what's
the
funny? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm saying the Star Wars line. It reminds me of the original Marvel run. If you
And
think about
long.
it, the
long.
original, like the obscurity of some of the characters, like Jax the Rabbit, and all the crazy characters that they built up in the original Marvel run. So, that's what I think they're aiming for. If you really look at those books,
Jack the Rabbit was a crackhead who had a prostitute running with him. I'm not quite sure
that
they're
was
doing the
awesome,
same
though.
shit.
Come on, man. I'm just saying, but basically, if you look at the way these stories are with some of these absurd characters and the way, like, beyond the fantasy, the books when they went after the movie itself and they did like the regular random stories. That's what I see these books as. Really think about it.
Where's the Sith?
I'd be surprised if a crackhead and a prostitute show up in one of these children's books, but okay.
Crackhead whore.
Whoa!
I mean,
Dom.
Dom. Hey, you took it once. Look, man, I was just stating facts. Yeah. Hey, get Dark Lopez is HR here. Dark Lopez, you let him know what's going on. Here, let's see what you got going on,
Page
Lopez.
57, page 57, right here. Page 57, index 44. You cannot say whore.
I'm
There
sorry.
you go.
This is a
No,
family
it's all
show.
right.
Family
Good stuff.
show.
Good stuff. I appreciate that.
No
All right.
I'm sorry I said
Flag,
that.
holding.
Next week, we've also got the books that I can't even get behind, even trying to talk about these pieces of shit anymore.
This is the end, right? Or no, we have one more.
One
No.
more.
Oof. The only hope.
Dom, feel free, because I'm just not going to say anything.
It's just the first appearance of those winged creatures that attacked them on the when they were there and they got hurt. They were on there over there walking around. I can't even talk word salad. I'm just can't even talk because he's
It's because it's even
What wing creature? I don't remember.
this the one right here.
That scratch
The dragon,
Saga,
yeah,
and then
Those are nice
and
covers.
Grogu healed him.
It's a good
And
cover.
that's how he knew that Grogu was special.
yeah, but it's a one of them's a 1 in 25. You gonna buy the 1 in 25 for anything over $5, Lopez?
No. Fuck no.
I'm
So
telling
that's
you,
gonna be.
I stopped buying
I
Star Wars
think down the
books
road
over a
these
year
books
ago.
will be something down the road.
No,
No, they
won't.
won't.
You don't think at all?
Not
No.
$100. Not a thing.
No.
I just went to the comic book store and saw 5 more of those.
Yeah.
Remember the ones that you said were gonna be good for Bill Burr? This one over here.
Oh,
They're just
Mig.
sitting there.
I tried to
they're
get
just-
Marco when we did later printings to do Mando 2, first baby Grogu, but he wouldn't even consider
No, but
putting
the
it on
first
the later
Fennec
printings
Shan,
list.
that sold pretty good.
No, it did not.
Well,
You can get 9/8 for like
$36.
Sec-
I'm gonna have to go do that though.
Yeah,
We'll do
no,
one of
they're out
those.
there.
We'll go back and look at it.
This is
Next
Marvel.
week, we've also got some horse shit that Marvel's doing. The 2 things I fucking hate.
Marvel.
Way to devalue a fucking really great book and way to fucking just. They're doing a second print for Heir of the Empire, who nobody fucking wants because the story is not that
Hidden
good.
Empire.
Hidden
Or
Empire.
Hidden Empire, yeah. And then
Everybody
they're
wants
doing,
Heir of the Empire.
and then they're going to devalue the only book that they put out that was halfway fucking decent in the last 6 months. What was it, a 1 in 50 for Hidden Empire, where it had Maul on it,
Yep.
and they're giving you
Yeah.
this bullshit 1 in 25 horseshit. So
Oh, did you get yours, by the way?
thank you, Pete.
Yeah.
Always taking care of me.
I'll,
I already
I'll
had
try
one.
to get
No, I
this
go
one.
too.
I can get this one for
No,
25.
you told me
I'll
that.
try to pick it
Grab
up.
that one.
I won't
Oh
pay
no,
like-
I don't even want it now. Like it's like why ruin stuff? Like they're
I
purposely
hate
ruining it.
Because you're bitter.
later printing incentives to begin with, and I hate
Yeah.
later printing incentives that are just black and white versions of something else.
Yeah, it's shit.
Agreed.
It's way to ruin it. Like if you had just the 1 in 50s out there, at least it would retain some value too.
But there
This is
can't be
just-
that many of them. Like, there's no way that there's.
That doesn't matter, Wayseeker. It does, when
Yeah,
this
that's the
shit
point.
happens,
I don't care how much. How
yeah, when
few
this
there
shit happens,
are.
it ruins the
don't want it.
fucking, like it ruins the fucking market on it. So
Because you get to the point where you might as well just do a store exclusive and say, well, we're only
Yeah.
making 30. Okay.
You
So
see
you made
2
30.
back-to-back
Great.
separate printings for the same book for the issue 1, which is kind of really it's a money grab.
What is
It is a money grab.
yeah, but they're also devaluing the market, which is
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
I am so excited for this story right here.
Yeah, this is FO. So this is our fucking FOC free comic book day. I actually, because it's an original story, this is good, guys. I know it's like the It's not free. It's what 50? Well, no, isn't it 20 cents now? 23 cents,
Something like
whatever
that.
it is.
Yeah. I thought
But
it was
like-
a dime, but it's not a dime anymore.
Just talk to your LCS and say, hey, I'm interested in a couple of these. Could you? Because there is going to be. I'm not saying first appearances for that or whatever. There's going to be a good story in here. If you collect all the other shit, especially if you like High Republic like we do, and it's High Republic Adventures. Remember how we were complaining that the one character that was in the back of High Republic 1, we haven't heard from it? We're going to hear at least some. So I would suggest you get this book. I'm not saying you're going to get this book for value. I'm just saying get the book because it'll be a good read and something
It's
to
a new
have in-
story, right? What happens
Yeah,
right
for
after?
free.
Yeah.
Like we could. I don't know what we could find
I
out. but you
don't
can find
know.
out
They
lots
people
of
haven't
cool
been selling this
stuff.
for free.
Maybe
Get it
maybe
for
we find out
free.
about.
You can't get this for free at your LCS. Then go to a different LCS.
Yeah.
That's not the LCS for you.
I already got this on lock.
And make sure you try to get the book without the stamp on the white.
Yeah, I
thing.
do. I got three.
I
of
mean,
them
who
on
cares? I want to read it.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's not
I'm
really.
not going to try to grade this thing.
Time out.
you know?
I'm in. AOE got me. I'm going to buy that 25, 1 in 25 now.
Ring the
Because
bell.
just color it a little yellow if it was suppress.
No, I don't care about a stamp. I just want to read the book.
No, yeah. I want to read the. What? That's what I'm saying. For this one, just read the book. It's worth the reading of the book.
Yeah, I just can't imagine like a store stamping all of them. Like that's got to be a waste of time.
They put like their 10% coupon or whatever on there, right?
Mhm.
I don't know.
That's
It
it.
Alright.
just seems like work for
That's
somebody.
it. And that's it. That's what I'm
What do
saying.
you
Like
mean,
it's gonna be dry us talking about comics here sooner than later. Yeah, he does mean that, but he was pretty funny. That was pretty good.
Well,
AOA finally
then
got
if it gets that hard up, then let's go over some old shit then.
Oh,
I mean, we have 5 comic books in a week. You have 4 comic books next week. They need to spread this out.
yeah,
They-
spread it out.
They got
It's
to work
shit.
on their distribution.
Last time we did it where we spread it out, but then John yelled at us that we didn't review the one book he read, and then like
No,
we don't
need
want to
spread
do
it
that.
out.
We don't want to
They-
stretch
they
it either
put in.
because then
Well, you know what's hard? Being handsome.
that's why you're not
Hard.
handsome, bro.
it's hard
next up-
goddamn work.
Oh, let's do it real quickly. So we asked you last week, Dom asked everybody last week to give mashups for Star Wars. So here we go. These were the ones that followed the rules. We actually got people who didn't follow the rules too. We're going to add you in. I don't know how this is going to work. Dom, what is this for again?
Well, so I didn't show it yet last week. So you're gonna get an Obi-Wan.
Ooh,
Obi.
I like that.
You're gonna get a Uno
Eh.
Star Wars,
Another game
Pops,
to get everybody in. I like that.
and you're gonna get this
That's another game we would all beat Lopez
Star
at.
Wars soda
Okay.
Wampa.
I don't drink soda.
No, it's not soda. It's not soda. It's a figure. It's a
Lopez.
I
We
do
see
not-
your IGs, bro.
so you're gonna get that. And if you really want to put retail value, this is a
No.
nice amount that you're gonna be getting a purchase when you do win if you get the right.
I kind of would rather just see what the hell's in that big 2-liter, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'll show you what's the 2 liter.
It's a Wampa.
It's a Whopper.
Oh, you can open it?
You can open it. Yeah, you press.
Was
the
it
button.
already open or does somebody
It's
else
already
open?
open. Yeah, it's already open, but it's just a common. But
What
It's
is
still-
it? What is it? Open it then. I
I'm
want
gonna
to see.
It's
The fuck?
It's the soda pop figures. It's the pop figures, but inside a soda can. But it's a big guy, so it's in a 2-liter.
That might make the top
Or is it a
5
3-liter?
list, bro.
hold on.
Remember the 3-liters you could get of like the store brands?
It doesn't matter. We lost Seattle won, so we're not gonna get in.
Yeah. Detroit was done before the game even started.
It's a pain.
Well,
He
they
has to
can play
open.
spoilers, so Geno Smith can make
I got it.
one.
Yeah.
4,000 yards, dude.
See?
4,000
This.
yards.
Holy shit, that's
Ooh,
big.
That's nice.
That's why it's in
That
there.
doesn't look like a fucking pop. That looks like an actual thing.
It is.
Oh,
Look,
it
it's
is.
a little.
Yeah, but it's the soda pop.
I had
pop.
the Wampa toy as
So-
a kid.
And the chase has a missing arm, but I never got the chase. So
Man, I
You
used
get
to I used to throw my Luke Skywalker figure in a glass and water and freeze them in the freezer.
all right, let's see what we got.
Did you hang him from upside
Yeah.
down? from somewhere?
So landlubber, here we go. That's a pretty good idea, Lopez.
Marco, did you read all these and you put this together?
Yes.
You actually did that. I'm surprised.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh, slow down, Junior.
whoa, dude.
Hey, this show's been going on for 3.5 years, buddy. Way before you got here.
You just got here. Stop taking
Yeah. Slow it down. Landlubber, got Deadpool kills. Yeah.
50
Lopez been here since day one. Lopez is day
Yeah.
one. He knows how much work we put into this show.
Yeah. Holding on way seeker. 15-yard penalty.
All right, Landlubber. Deadpool kills the Star Wars universe. Good, I like that one. Another mashup from Sarth. He's got a couple. Star Wars 2, Wrath of Kakan.
Handsome.
Very
number one.
good. I don't know what Wrath of Kakan is, but it sounds okay to me.
Wrath of Khan. Well, yes, you do.
Yeah.
No.
Kakan. It's that
Oh, man,
thing from Star Wars.
Oh,
Right?
it's okay to know. It's okay to know.
Wrath of
My
God,
st-
you know what that is. Come on.
I'm
I don't know.
loyal. I got
Just
Astro
because-
Wizard, Darth Boom.
You're mad at one of your favorite actors not wanting
Is it?
to.
Was it a
part of Star
biopic?
Wars
Wait,
and
was it a biopic on Genghis Khan?
It's okay. Eddie Murphy's a Trekkie, so I can't.
I didn't hear what you said, so
Star
we're gonna move
Trek
along.
sucks.
Yeah.
Except for the-
Keith gave us one. Star Wars mashup is Darth Vader funeral pyre.
Pyre.
Pyre? What's that?
what's-
The pyre is the thing that you burn.
Burn
Oh,
somebody.
no,
Burn
no, I know what the pyre is. What is that? Is that a TV show or like what's it? It's supposed to be a mashup. What's it a mashup of?
You picked it. You tell me.
No, I just know this stuff. I just kind of blew it up.
I'm trying to
All
think-
right, Wolverine. These are all the answers. Wolverine 92. He's channeling Spaceballs. He's got a couple on here too. Star Wars the reboot. I like that. That was good. Oh, Astro. Sorry, I didn't get this big enough. Astro Wizard had Guardians of Tatooine, the Fett Wars. I think he knows who's judging these. So yeah.
He wants to win.
yeah. Oh shoot, I did his back to back. I moved these around. I should have done that, but we'll do it anyways. Astro Wizard also did Darth Doom 2023.
I like it.
Marv, he did a mashup and he did it comic wise. It's new variants, Star Wars hip hop covers, all by Sprouse, which was funny because when he posted this, I don't think he knew we were working on the hip hop
We were
shorts at the time.
Hip-hop shorts.
So it makes more sense now, but that's pretty good. I gotta go full screen because the sidebar's in the way. Sarth again with some mashup stuff. Uncanny X-Wing, I like that. The Dark Phoenix Saga Squadron Saga, good job. Gambit and Rogue One, a Star Wars story. And lastly, X-Wing E is for Ewok. X-Wing E is for Ewok.
Okay.
There you go. All right. And Wolverine 92 had Anakin, the Dark Jedi Returns. I like that. The Clone Wars or the Clones Conspiracy. That was good.
That's good too.
Should have Clone Wars Conspiracy. So
Don't
those
forget
are all the
Tommy.
ones that
No, don't forget Tommy's above.
Tommy. He did
I
Tommy.
know. Okay, so now we're gonna go all the people that didn't follow
Ryan
the
Solo.
rules.
the
Oh, I
scoundrels
didn't know
too.
Tommy didn't follow the rule. No, he was on
Didn't follow the rule. Oh, was it? Oh, I forgot Tommy. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Where?
Wait.
Between Astro and Wolverine.
Yeah, Iron Solo, a scoundrel in steel.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Now the people who didn't follow the rules. Joe, Secret Star Wars. Sarth, Star Wars Attack of the Spider Clones. Blue Beetle, thank you for the sub. Flash forward to next week. I win the contest with Boba Dom, which is, I get what he's doing there.
Yeah.
Purple Juggernauts. We're going to talk about the Purple Juggernauts later. That's, I think, a reference to the sisters. Mandalorian Armor Wars. Good job, Sarth. Boba Don back at take. Here we go. Scott, Boba Don back at tank
Back at
stories.
tank
Back to tank story. Perfect. That works good.
Yep.
John. See, John wants the comic reviews all the time. Dr. Aphra kills the Star Wars universe. Boba Fett, crime, nice lord.
Oh yeah.
I think we already saw that, John. Best series will definitely be Noun Verb Boba Fett, says Joe. So those were good. And I think we got a couple today. Now I will go back. I'm getting on this.
Wait,
Where did we? I think we saw one.
when was this?
Oh, because it's the Punisher. That's what the mashup was.
We might have
the
to
Venom
do
series.
this because I'm not in this.
Oh, okay.
Hmm? What do you mean? Where was yours?
I missed it. I don't know.
Was yours on the show?
No.
Hmm.
It's okay. I'll miss out. Fine. I'm handsome anyway, so it don't matter.
What the fuck? All right. So, Dom, it is up to you. Would you like us to go over more? Would you like to read them? What would you like to do here?
Actually, definitely is a toss up between Astro Wizard and Tommy Longbox. I kind of
Astro, baby.
Which Astro?
But Tommy Longbox is OG. I don't know. It's just
no.
hard.
Well, Guardians of Tatooine, the Fett Wars, and Tommy Longbox, Iron Solo, the Scoundrel and Steel.
Okay.
You know
Well,
what? They both win. Yeah,
okay. They both win.
they both win. I got two.
Oh, Jesus.
I got another card game. And I'm gonna throw a soda. I got the soda cans. I'll throw
That's right.
something.
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
So you got to decide who's getting the
Tommy
soda
and
and who's
Astro
getting-
get a hold of probably the entire chat. Just get a hold of fucking Dom, and he'll give you something.
That's it.
That's right, Dom.
Now what you do is just send it on my Instagram, your address, and I'll get it out there as soon as I can this
Wow.
week sometime.
I love it. Since we're in charity, I got a book to give away.
No, this is not a whole giveaway thing.
Yeah,
You
I
got
forgot.
cut
Sticks
off
wanted
on
to
New
give.
Year's Day.
Sticks wanted something to give away too. I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
I know. I'm
We'll
just
have
telling
you
you,
back
Mark. I
on.
forgot.
We'll
to-
have you back
I
on.
forgot to
Okay.
say, he found
We
a
gotta-
bad
we
guy
gotta-
here.
Dude, we're an hour in.
Okay.
All right.
Lopez, we'll have you
That
back.
time for the first time ever when people are trying to give stuff away. He's like, no, let's get going. We got things to do.
Jesus.
We got cut off. We got cut off last time. I had a book to give away. But all right.
All right. What are we getting into? Bad Batch? All right.
Am I
Bad
the
Batch
only
or
person
Printings,
that
whatever
doesn't
you want.
watch and doesn't like Bad Batch on the panel? I am, huh?
You are. We try to get Andy.
Why don't
on
we
to
get
help
into
you.
last printings first, and then we'll get to Bad Batch so that Lopez can complain about it. All right, so we decided to throw a combo. We did a mashup between, speaking of mashups between Wayseeker segment last week, my segment this week. I think we're going to try to do one of these comic market segments a month and just try to get into a regular rotation. So this time we decided to do the more you know later printings. That's because of a lot of suggestions. One of them was, I mean, every show we have, I think, what's that guy's name, Cheb or whatever, he asked about the Twinkle Sister book. So we decided to do that. And they kind of got thinking, like, let's talk about later printings because we did the market thing. And some people were yelling at us that we were negative in the market thing. I was like, we're telling you that it's good. It's like stable books. I don't understand. I don't think they understood what we were saying. So
Yeah, like the
We
entire
decided to
market is down.
yeah, we decided to try to
Some
be
books were down
completely
less than everything else.
So for everybody, we decided to try to be even simpler and break it down. And one of the things that we were looking for was, I mean, this obviously the later printings, there's almost 95% of later printings are in the fucking toilet, right? It's very simple. And when I'm saying like what I don't want to, so what I did with this stuff is, and this is kind of how I say it, if you have one outliner, like if there's one book, if a book sells for $3 and one sells for $600, please don't get on here and say there's a $600 fucking
Right.
sale.
That's
5 books sold for $3.99, one sells for $600. It's a bullshit sale.
Yep.
So like what I'm trying to say is I just tried to take averages, and this one I even broke the averages down even further so you can kind of see how some of these numbers add up. All these books that we have here, I think you're going to be very surprised when you find out the data on these books, all of them across the board. I ended up looking at I think 25 different later printings. Some suggested by Wayseeker, some suggested by Lopez, and one suggested by Dom. And
What?
these are the only 5 that got in. Most of them got thrown out because they didn't meet the qualifiers.
Well, policy, HR policy.
It wasn't HR policy. So you just had to have the majority of sales in December. And
Yeah,
then
if
you
they
had to
didn't
have
sell, then there's nothing to update.
Yeah, you had to have more than like 8 numbers, and that's with throwing out in and out. So here we go. Darth Vader, number 3. This was a Wayseeker thing, I think. Well, somebody suggested number 2. I didn't like the numbers on number 2. It was too depressing of a story, and it didn't look good. And then they suggested 4. No, 4 didn't have enough sales for me to actually get into.
Yeah.
Well,
Fourth
I
was
can't
the
remember.
last, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 is the
But
fourth.
three had a lot of sales between November and December. A obviously stands for auction. I did that on some of these because that was a question Pete asked. B is buy it or best offer on an auction. This book had a lot of interesting stuff going for it. So the averages for best offers on auctions was 126. The first sale, which was at the beginning of November, was $76. The last sale, which was in January, just recently, was $67.98. The overall total average was 104. The average BOA, though, was in the middle section, kind of at the beginning of December, in the middle of December. The only thing I'll say about this is the other side, first 99. These were all like auction or freeze for them, but they were these were the 9/8s on the other side. It's
Nine. I was
Raw's
gonna
on the
say,
left.
what's on the
I didn't label it. Raw's on the left, 9/8s on the right. Sorry about that. I
Okay.
should have gone back and done it because I did this over like 4 days. So it's 99 auction. There's a lot more auction fixed prices on here. Last was 136, total 136 average.
Those are
140
9/6s.
or 9/6s. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, 9/6s.
Yeah,
Because we
9/6s.
know what what
Right.
happened with this book was somebody ended up buying a 9/8 for a very good price, Just
Don't know who it could be.
just as the markets start in December, it's very interesting what happened here. Yeah, so the 9.6 market, the first one was 99, the last was 136. But in the middle of that section, it was 145. Why that looks like a weird number is because right as it started ticking up and books start selling for 150, 160 from that 99, somebody bought a 9.8 graded in this fucking book for $200, and it tanked the 9.6 market and started sending it back down. Back down. So I'm not going to say who bought that book, but we know the buyer of the book and who take that market. But like that's sometimes how that happens. Sometimes when you see a real good deal on a book, it tanks the other market. That's the story behind it.
Whoever got that book got a good deal.
I was a 9.8 at 200.
Yeah, 9.8 at 200 because we did the 9.6s. The 9.6 was trekking. The 9.6 was about to be at 200 at one point. I think the high for the 9.6s ended up getting up to like 189, and then somebody bought a 200 9.8. Not gonna say who it was, and it take the market.
When are we going to
cover is nice.
We're not going to see this character for a very long time. Since I've known you, Marco, I've been saying it. It's going to be hard to see her.
I agree. I don't agree.
We don't need to see her. She's a great character.
Yeah, I don't think that. But
this is not the world we live in. We don't need to see characters
first
on the
off,
screen for them to be valuable.
Okay, here's the thing with this character, and probably something we should address about because somebody made a comment about print run on this. Do you remember that when Vader 3 came out, it was a very different time. CGC was the king of the market at the time, and this was the first Star Wars book that I can remember that on the shelf people were taking it right off the shelf and grading it immediately. And I mean, we're talking about a print run that's probably under $60,000. Not that I talk a ton of print run or 60,000 copies for print run A. And that's what was happening with this book. That's why there was 4 copies of this book because there shouldn't have been 4 on this one either.
No.
But I mean, it was one of the most graded Star Wars books. But at the same time, it wasn't because I don't think it was because people were really digging first appearances of Star Wars at the time. They weren't. It wasn't like that. People dug this fucking character. It's a fan favorite character. It's a collectible character because of that. It's a Boba Fett. It's the new generation Boba Fett. Go ahead.
If I may, I still have her first run. To me, what I've read since Disney has bought Star Wars, has been the best run I've read. To me personally, better than the Vader run, better than all the Marvel run. Her first run, fantastic. It was like Indiana Jones, a female Indiana Jones. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But since then,
I think that was a layman's thing with the Indiana Jones. I think that was a little bit of the hype train. You know, like we talk about now, the influencer. I think that was people that weren't reading Star Wars that were early influencers in the market were because I know for a fact they didn't read this because I talked to some of them. They would call it Indiana Jones, where she's kind of an anti-hero, right? But like when you really think about it, Indiana Jones wasn't an anti-hero. Indiana Jones was a flat out. He didn't do much, you know what I mean? But he was a fucking hero.
I love that run. I just read it within minutes. Her first run.
He fought Nazis, bro. The dude was a hero. He's Captain fucking America.
But he wasn't fighting Nazis to fight Nazis.
He was trying to save
artifacts in the war.
No, he was trying to save artifacts
of treasure.
Yeah, but but he wasn't trying to sell it. He wasn't trying to sell it on the black market.
But
No.
Remember when the droids came in on her first run? When those evil droids came in, it was fantastic, man. It was her run has been the best Star Wars.
Listen,
it's a great run. Personally,
I think when she first came in, just the chemistry between her and Vader, she was so scared of Vader.
Fantastic, bro.
When the droids came, when they sent her to Naboo to talk to the doctors, and she just like killing people, and the droids just wanted to murder everybody.
You want to know what I think it is?
Also, you mentioned it. If you want to put stock into Comic-Con, it's over 85,000.
85,000. I don't put much stock into Comic-Con because he just fucking randomly.
No, Jackson Miller.
No, just because you interviewed the guy doesn't. He even said in the interview he randomly just guesses at numbers.
No. He gets it, but to be fair, it's still an estimate based off of information.
Yeah, still 85,000. 85,000 is a lot less than million print runs that they used to. Shit, it's less than they do now for anything. Fucking what's Vader?
An awesome character.
Is it? Look,
they got 100,000.
You see how Vader? Okay, they put Vader. What they have done with Vader, Disney's
Basically, this is what I'm saying. Like if you were into buying books back then, what Wookiee Fanatic? That's all I'm saying. This book was sold out then. I think it was a combination of a couple things. I think there was a lot more females feeling okay with going and buying comic books, especially in Star Wars, because Ahsoka was kind of big at the time too. And this was a character that IFC and Wayseeker has too, and Dom has too. We've seen this cosplayed for years now at celebrations. You know what I mean? And
the perfect character, minority character.
I think guys like it because she's a bit trashy, and there's a sex appeal to that type of thing. And she carries murder droids with her, so she's dangerous.
It was also the start of the new canon. So like it was a
it was part of the new canon too.
Point for new fans to pick up comic books too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I left a lot on the shelf.
Either way, this is still a solid book. Like it's still not like when you look at it, this is another one where it was, and this is what you're going to see a theme here. Besides whoever bought that $200 book, this was a book that was trending up in December.
I wouldn't pay $200 for it. What print is
9.8? He got 9.8 for the
third print.
Yeah, third print.
Listen,
I'm not
I love this book.
I mean,
I love the character. I love Dr. Aphra. I love the character. And if anybody out there watching this can get a Mexican and Peruvian copy of the first appearance, please contact me.
Mexican one is cheap, Dom. The Mexican one I see all the time on eBay.
It's cheap, the Mexican one's hard to come by.
No, I see it all the time.
Dom.
I've never seen the Peruvian one. I've never looked at the Peruvian one, but I can get you that Mexican one for cheap.
Dom was giving us some quote unquote foreign variants. I'm showing up 9.8s of these things for $20. Bro.
Send me the link if you
want to see it. Next time I see it, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
okay. Let me know.
All that stuff is kind of falling through the wayside, Dom. I should have you do one of these so you can look up all the prices on this stuff. All right, next up, we got Canon 1 Starry background print, the famous Starry background print. What did I do here? CGC 9.8s. I decided to do 9.8s in this one because there's a good story with 9.8s. I gave you pretty much October through December sales. You actually see a downtick after October and November where we got like a 238. 255, started kicking back up towards the end of November, 260, 270, an average of 255, 75, which is technically $11 lower than the high throughout October. So the high throughout October was 266.6. But actually this book, the number one for the second is it's on the uptick, right? Like it's got to be on the uptick. It's 270. That was the last sale. It was a legit sale that came out of there. Above the highest sale of October. So
you said that was a 9.8?
1950 Vegas. I use different ones. I want to see what you guys like the best. Since Wayseeker criticized my font and coloring last time, thank you for noticing, AOA. I appreciate it.
So you just decided to pick all the flavors of candies people don't want to eat.
Yeah. Oh, dude, watch. This shit gets crazy later on.
Yeah, he totally.
It's really crazy. Yeah.
I like the second printing. I like the way it is.
Congratulations. Blue Beetle bought it at the 266.60 cents.
Oh.
Cool guy. Good stuff. Well, if you resell it right now, you'll lose money with fees, but technically you bought it for a good price.
Huh? I actually have one of these.
Yeah.
This was one of the ones where I thought it was funny because the first print listed all of the characters as their first appearance, and then the second print only listed Kanan. And I submitted them at the same time. They were together. They were literally together.
I didn't advise anybody on anything. Just giving you numbers, BK. If you bought books, you know that. All right, next up. This one. Okay, so this one only did have one sale. But the reason why I chose this book and with only one sale and none of the other books will have one sale is because it's actually a rare book to see ever go up for sale. Like you just don't even, it's not even like the book doesn't go up in 9.8s for sale. Like it just doesn't go up. It's Galaxy Edge, number 4, the Afro variant. There's not a lot
of Afro variants in this run that are good books.
Right. But this is the one that like this one, when somebody puts it up, if you look for the last 2 years, when somebody puts this book up in the 9.8, it sells.
Yeah.
The last one it was a long time ago that this book sold.
There's also only 7.
Yeah, 7. So people don't put it up much, but it demands good money. Somebody actually put it up, and within minutes of the auction going up, it says, "I see your auction, I raise you," because made a best offer, and the guy accepted and took off with it.
Yeah. Well,
so he's starting like
9/8 in the sense is 12 total.
He started off, I think, as a dollar auction, and somebody offered like $3.90 off the bat, and then they countered their offer and offered $4.50, and the guy closed the auction down for $4.50.
That's a good book.
That's crazy though.
That's the book I'm looking for myself too.
See, so like that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't normally put up a weird sale like that, but I did all the research on the back end, and when you see some shit like that, you're like, "Holy shit, dude! Like this is something we got to talk about." This is a 9.8, 450 high sell.
Yeah,
high sell, and like Pete said, there's 7. Like,
you're 7.
What, I mean, what are you gonna? I mean, there might be a couple CBCSs out there, but I mean, I don't fucking know.
What's the odds to find this in a freaking dollar bin?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, they're out there.
Years ago, right as the pandemic started, as soon as they opened everything back up.
Pandemic, no, you're not gonna.
Find now you ain't finding this. Not a dollar bin.
No,
I don't discount it. I'm not saying it won't be out there. Just saying it'll be harder.
It can be, but after all the influencers and all the YouTube shit, you're not gonna find this book no more.
Dude,
I have a BK copy of this one.
BK.
Copy, but
hold on, I want to help BK out. BK for Christmas is what I'm gonna do. Send me your address. I'll send you a phone where you can actually read the screen. It's not all cracked and shit, so you can see the font. All right.
Ooh.
Well, I just want to throw this out to you too. Just remember, like a lot of shops and a lot of stores will end up buying collections and buying collections for cheap. There's only so much they can go through. And a lot of times they might outsource that shit to a kid or somebody else in the store to go through this collection, pick out the good stuff. The rest of the shit will throw in the dollar bins. I'm just saying.
That's not the problem with this book. This problem with this book.
There's always a chance. That's why I'm saying don't discount it. There's always a chance.
The problem with this book, and I didn't want to say this, but now we're going to say it, and then everybody's going to say just like some other fucking book, and it's not true. The problem with this book is there's been a lot of attempts to try to grade this at a 9.8. There's been a lot of failures at that because this book was put on the back end of a shelf after it was, and it would sit there for a while, and people would thumb through it, and then it'd make its way to the dollar bin.
Yeah,
so,
because
I've never seen this book, dude.
You get the veins, the spider, the creases,
no Galaxy Edge book.
Spine ticks.
Spine ticks. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yep. No, you're good. You're good.
Spider veins, not an old
spider
lady's
veins.
legs.
No, spider veins. I know.
I know he's talking about. I know he's talking about.
I know.
I know he's talking about.
Well, the spine ticks. I mean, because if you look at the back of Hondo, it's all like a dark, like a shadow in the book. So that definitely will pick up spine ticks.
This is rare.
That's what I didn't want you to say. That's the first part. Just say like it's hard because they ended up throwing them in dollar. Like when you think that you got this far into the Galaxy printings, if you were in the stores, a lot of these people had already gotten it, and there was only like 3 or 4 of these ordered per store. They sat on shelves for over a year, and then they got thrown into dollar bins. And that's why they weren't kept in good shape because they didn't even bag and board these fuckers. Because
I remember passing over these things.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. A lot of them got passed over. It was a late print. Nobody cared at the time, and that's why that's why there's so few of them that grade out well. I mean, it's just the fact.
Pete, this is titled a Ghost book.
Yeah, you can find the book.
Yeah,
you can find the book. You just can't find a 9.8. Like you can't. You can find the book. Don't get twisted. But finding a 9.8 in this book, I mean, you're good luck. I mean, I think I have 2 or 3 of these. Not one of them. I got 2 rejected already. If I still have them, because I probably would put them up. I mean, I gotta find them, but like, I know for a fact I got 2 of these rejected, and I thought they were pretty close to 9.8. I got 2.
No, I see at least a dozen available, just randomly, just quick.
You can find them
out there.
They're out there.
But there's a lot of 9.2s. To Marco's point, there's a lot of 9.2s and 9.6s.
Yeah,
BCS.
So let me ask you a question, Pete. This book up against the book from the Lone Crate, the other one you got, the after on the cover, the other one you got with the little rubbing on the corner. Which one is scarcer?
Oh, I don't know. All I know is I wanted the Loot Crate one because I like Nakayama a lot, so I wanted his cover. And 2, that was a goddamn subscription box thing from a snowboarding clothing company. Like it's a completely different animal. And I don't see that one come up. Like you look, there's not. Like I just told you, I went on eBay. I typed in Galaxy's Edge 4 second print. I saw at least a dozen returns.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But if I do
you can find this book,
I might see one.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is like you can you just can't find it when it comes in.
Pay for it.
The reason why I put this book here is because when it goes up, people nowadays aren't in a 9.8, not any other grade, just in a 9.8. They're not even letting the shit go to auction. The minute it goes up for auction, they're just offering absorb. Well, apparently $380 and then $450, $381, I think it was, and then $450 on this.
Yeah,
and that's what took it. Pretty much saying like, how much is it going to take for me to buy this flat out?
Well, there's
so
another...
if you find this in a 9.8, this is one of those books where like, if you got an extra space in your pre-grade, you know how Lopez, I've talked to you about this before, how, you should, there's always one or two books sometimes and you're debating and you'll get a spot here, a spot there for your pre-screen. This is one that if you pick these up and you have them pre-screen, even if you pre-screen before, send them fucking back in, cross your fingers, $8.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't even get me on that pre-screen thing because that pisses me off too. But like I got books pre-screen returned. No, they're not a 9.8. Then I send them back in with no pre-screen at all, and then they give me the 9.8 for the same goddamn.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I got two of these rejected twice for 9.8.
Yeah,
on pre-screen. So
take a shot. But I get what you're saying. Yes, take a shot. If you have a couple spots, you want to get to that 25 minimum, fill it in.
There's another book too, another one from Galaxy's Edge. It has Afra with Guido on the cover. That's another rare one. That's the another second print thing. Or
I'm
talking about the 1 in 25.
Yeah,
1 in 25.
But some of them, I mean, these it did take a long time. We went through 25 different books that were in this area to try to figure out what actually what, because you hear a lot of that shit. What you said, Dom, you hear a lot of it, but the truth of the matter is these are only 5 books.
No, Dom, I think you are talking about the fifth, number 5, the second print has Afro. I think.
So CGC 98. So here we go. We did which is this, third?
Yeah, third print.
Third print.
I found this in a
second print wasn't that good.
For $1, dude.
Third print doing okay, kind of.
9.8 for 135, I believe it was.
Not anymore.
No, well, yeah, not anymore.
9.8 averaging was 211.33, which actually was a little bit up over its downside in November. Raws are 34.10. But this is the problem with Raws. Okay, that's the average. But I think I should have thrown two of the raw out. Well, I threw 2 of the raws out already. That was 20 and 18, and there still was one more that was like, those 2 books were the exact same book, it looked like. And then there was another book in there that was very low. I didn't throw that third one out because it wasn't as fishy as the other 2. Hey, JJ. It wasn't as fishy as the other 2. But the average probably would have been closer to $40, $45 if I would have.
JJ has entered the building, please.
Way to interrupt the segment for that. Thank you. And then finally, since we had somebody ask about a zillion times about this book, I decided to cover it. We covered it up till last minute till today, so I kind of threw it together at the end. Maybe why I didn't finish up all these slides like I should have. But pre-orders, there was 38 of these books in pre-order online, not from stores, just from. No, that's a lot. Not from stores, just from eBay. There was 38 online. The average price for pre-order was $443. The low was $220. The high was $990. Okay. The average sale after that, from Wednesday on, from when it came out, was $33. Okay. The average was $804. The low was $125. The high was $1115. Now, I'll say something funny about the high later. The high was actually a Canadian buy transmitted, and it made it look like it was even higher than it actually was. There's also 2 of those. One of those sales, the 1999 sale, fell off. I seen it early. I saw it earlier in the week on Wednesday, so I was like, "Wow, this looks like it's trending up." It fell. That book actually fell off.
These are eBay pre-orders?
Yes, on the left side. On the right side, it's from Wednesday on.
That's so $8.
Who pre-ordered books on eBay?
Tons of people.
Tons of people. They don't want to leave their house. Yeah,
I've done it once or twice.
Yeah, online comic book shops you can pre-order.
Yeah, well, I mean, but some of them are going for $222. I mean, their shops are on there. Like the online shops both have it on eBay and everything else because you could put up like 40 limits and stuff.
So $8.
You're already in with shipping and you pre-order something, and
so $8 is what you're telling me on this book.
So on Wednesday the average was $854. That's including that $11.15 sale.
That's
the
not
Canadian
even
sale.
Them and I'd ship it in. It's. I mean,
I get it. But post was $469, which is pretty much cover price. That's not including shipping and everything else.
It's not even worth gas money to get to the
right. I don't. But what I'm saying is I don't. And there's still more up there, and they're not really hitting. I'm not saying that this book isn't hard to find. I guess I'm just saying I'm not sure anybody wants this fucking book.
In the chat, or everybody wants to know, they're called the Twinkle Sisters.
Oh, the Twinkle Sisters. Yeah.
And how relevant are they going to be going forward?
Wayseeker loves them.
I like the Twinkle Sisters.
They're in the audiobook.
They're important, no, but they're funny.
They're going to show up in High Republic like
the
4
audiobooks,
and 6.
Hey, to be fair, I like Salacious Crumb. I'm not buying a ton of comics.
No, I'm not. I bought one. I'm not going to buy more than one.
Is this even is this a FOMO book?
Hold on.
No, this is not a FOMO book. Nobody's.
This isn't a bullshit. This isn't a bullshit book. This isn't a bullshit book. That's what I'm saying. I didn't put bullshit books in here. I'm just giving you the stats. Do whatever you want with them. The book is selling for almost double ratio. That's the facts on this book.
Not ratio, double cover.
Double cover. It has sold as low after Wednesday. It sold as low as 125. It's also sold as high as 1115. Those are legit ass sales, bro. And like it is selling double. Would I pay double for this book? No. Do I think some people are sitting on this book? Yes. When they had that fake $20 sale, did a bunch of more books show up? Yes. A lot of books showed up.
When you say double, this book was $3.99. So when you say double,
it's $8 is double of $3.99. Okay.
And then
sorry,
you gotta pay shipping.
$7.98 is set. No, stop. I'm just saying the price tag on the book.
Yeah,
because if you bought this in pre-orders, we didn't factor in pre-orders. We didn't practice in the pricing for that too. I understand, but go ahead, Lopez. Make your point.
No, I mean, that's saying, Marco, you talked about that. Like, this one is not readily available in lots of shops for whatever.
No, it isn't. I'm not saying that it is.
If you're trying to flip this book, you're not flipping it. You're paying money to get to the post office. You got to ship it, Gemini, et cetera, et cetera.
I get that. I think Marco was just trying to say that there wasn't a lot of these ordered, and I think that's probably why people are paying $6-7 because they're not finding them in the LCS.
Right, but I'm also saying like don't get FOMO on them too because I hear what you're saying. Because there's no way when the price even with those interesting high sales is still only hitting $8. I have a feeling. Like if you know about selling online, you hold some back just in case. Yeah, these things are going to hit the market soon. I mean, you could see that the 125 was more recent, like today, than it was the 1115.
There's always a point you're going to hit where you're going to pay a little bit of a premium just to get something because you missed it. Like, just don't overpay. Like, don't pay $20. But yeah, okay. Well, I paid $8 for a $4 comic just because I didn't go to the store.
Right.
Screw it.
You couldn't find it in yours. Like he said. Like Wookie said, like he couldn't find any of his local shops, so like paying $4, $6, $8 plus shipping. Yeah, some of the $8, mind you, some of the $8 was free shipping. How much do you want me to fit with my ugly ass print?
If you're a Star Wars comic book collector and you had to go on eBay to buy it for $8, justified because you want it in your collection.
Yeah.
That yes.
Well,
if you're trying to flip this book,
well, that's the thing, Lopez. If you are a flipper, you're trying to invest in a comic, and you're buying it off of eBay the week it comes out because you missed it at the store. You're doing it wrong.
Yes, agree.
What I'm saying is, but what I'm saying, what I think we're missing the bigger picture on these numbers. It is a book that didn't have a lot of orders in it, but if you look at these numbers, it looks like there's enough demand for the market.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a book that's perfectly demand set for the market.
Yeah, this feels like a book. Like, oh, my shop got like 2 or 3. I didn't go on Wednesday. Now they're all gone.
No,
right.
What do I do?
I call
my comic shop doesn't have any. Midtown doesn't have any.
Right.
Let me just, all right, I'll go to eBay and I'll pay
a
couple bucks over cover because
this is a perfectly set market on this book. This means that this book's probably not going to have a huge high. It's probably not going to have a huge low.
It'll be dead within 2 weeks. It'll be
no. I mean, no, I don't think it does. I think what these numbers are saying is that like you're going to be able to get it around cover price, maybe, but like it's the demand for this book. There's not a great demand for this book.
No.
There's also not a great order amount for this book. There's also not like somebody pumping this book. So like all those things mean this is a perfect example when we think about healthy in the marketplace. This is a healthy book in the online marketplace. I was just trying to give you a snapshot of that. That's all I was trying to do. So
yeah, I see what you're saying.
I
see what I'm saying.
Don't sleep on High Republic #7 second print.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
You don't have any more of them. You can stop the pumping of the book.
Yeah,
you don't have any more.
Yeah, you said that book was so fucking in the tank.
The book that Lopez made famous.
You did not make that book. You did not make that book famous.
Come on,
yes, I did. Don't take my glory from me.
You don't. Yeah,
your glory. You only have one. Your one moment of glory is this right here. You ready for your 1 minute of glory?
I'm handsome. I'm ruggedly handsome.
Just give it to you.
Right side.
We give it to you. Baby. Look at that. JJ, did you watch Bad Batch?
Only the first episode. I didn't have time to do the second one. I was trying to watch them today.
All right, do you want to get into
Yeah, this
tops, or
one.
do you want to get into Bad Batch?
I don't care. It's up to you guys. I think you can. Are you talking about because I will get spoiled? Is that what you care?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
care. Yeah, it's okay.
I don't care.
Let's get through Bad Batch real quickly.
All right.
AOA, if you actually bought comic books and sold comic books, you know why I did that, but you do neither. You just show up into chats and try to be a troll. So you don't understand what the show's about. I understand that, and I feel for you. I mean, if I was your parents, I'd be embarrassed too. Let's go. Bad Batch, here it goes.
All right.
There's nothing special about it. It's the first appearance of those two characters.
Yeah.
It just is like people were saying because it's a low print run. There's nothing real. I'm telling you, there's nothing special about the
There's
book.
nothing
I'm showing you the
special about
numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair. It's no pump and dump here. None at all.
So we start the episode. I just put one scene here from
The crab shit
with the crabs. Not the greatest start to a first episode of the season, I don't think, but thankfully it was over pretty quickly. Yeah, that part wasn't great, but then I thought from there on, I actually thought it was pretty decent episode. We got Fee, the introduced the bounty hunter there. Marco just destroyed something.
Nah, I did. I hate this fucking new mic. Hold on. Go ahead.
So we got they bring back the chest to Sid's, and not much has changed. They're trying to lay low, not trying to do much big. And she's like, I got a job that I know something about. It was the job, as you know, was going to Sereno for Dooku's war chests.
That was actually pretty cool.
I liked it, and it fit in with what we just got, right? I mean, it was nice that we just got those Dooku stories from Tales of the Jedi, and there was some interesting overlap. I thought,
Did anybody look up to see who the lady who what's the comedian's name that played her?
Wanda
That
Sykes.
Wanda. That was what Jedi's all upset about.
Yeah. Did anybody look up to see who that actually was?
Well, it's
What
a
do you mean?
pirate.
What do you mean?
Pirate.
Fee.
Like what her name was?
Fee.
Oh,
Fee.
Fee.
And that's all it said was Fee. Nothing else. No.
Yeah.
There's a last name. I don't remember what it was. There's nothing I recognized.
Okay.
yeah, it
don't
wasn't.
trust
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't
I don't trust
recognize it.
Yep. And so, they don't want to take the job. Well, Hunter doesn't want to take the job. Everybody else, decides they want to take the job. What we see here is I put some character slides here out of order, but I think these episodes really revolved around two main characters. You have Omega, of course. You have her studying the ships, which are coming later. You see her with an interaction. You see her holding the little teddy bear, right? Because everybody's talking about how she's holding them back, or that was mainly just Echo. And you see her using her abilities here, what she learns later on. So I think she's one of the main characters, and I feel like the other main character of this story is Echo. Maybe people will disagree, but
Do you think it's
What?
because they showed? Do you think because in the first part they showed the relationship between her and Wrecker? So now they're like going in twos through the whole group, kind of.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I think it's just Echo is kind of driving the team where they're going to have to end up going. That's all. I think he's just the
Echo?
catalyst for them doing more than what they're doing.
He's also not like he's not like a abnormal clone, really. Right?
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
Yeah, he's like a
now.
fucked up clone. Yeah.
Right.
He's
He's,
on the stuff.
now, but not originally.
He really wants to go at Rex. He really doesn't want to the whole. In a way, he thinks he's getting held back by Omega. That's the whole thing. And
Yep.
Not only he's being held back. I think he just wants to, rebellion, and they're worried about protecting her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of get that. I don't know how well it played off. This is something I was kind of thinking through later as how well did this as the two main characters of these episodes really work. I don't know. But I felt like that's the main storyline of it. They get to Sereno and they see the destroyed city there. I thought that was a pretty cool scene that they get into, and they go in, right? And you can see the war chest being taken off. There's two of these that leave. They're going to get on the third one.
The same ships from Rebels, which is kind of cool. They had the ships in Rebels at one time.
You get Wrecker, right? Being Wrecker at the beginning. I think Wrecker was, the most interesting of the storylines for me through the 2 episodes. Because, Wrecker, I kind of compare Wrecker to a bored 8-year-old that's going in class and has like lots more talents and is a lot better than, the rest of the class, but is kind of limited because he's just bored. And so he gets only allowed to do one thing, which is like destroy things. And so he does that really bad because he's
bored is one word for.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if I see him as bored.
Academically, I don't know, bored
But
is the
like
word I'd
in
use.
this episode, like he does some really cool stuff that's not, that Hunter couldn't do and things like that. So I just felt like he is much more diverse than he was given credit for. And because they don't let him do anything that's diverse, he messes things up because, that's what the bored 8-year-old does when they're nothing in class. What?
I see what you're getting at now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but like
And the troop is quantum leaping. Here you got
that's what the shooting of the trooper when I got it. That's the trooper. I have another one like that too. That's
Ring the bell.
Quantum Leap Star Wars crossover coming up.
So Wrecker shoots this person, right? And which he shouldn't have done because he got bored and impatient. They like made him just watch out. While he's doing that, they find Omega finds the war chest that they want to do with all the shinies and brights, and they get trapped inside. And 3 of them get trapped inside. And so what we see in this episode from here on out is I split each storyline, one storyline completely, one storyline completely. And I think we're going to see this a lot more. This is my guess in season 2. It's more interesting when the group isn't all together.
Yeah, you mix it up. You see different pairings, different groupings. Yeah,
let you focus on other characters.
They're too powerful when they're all together. They all work well, right? And so when they're not all together, they have to do things that they, aren't great at doing.
Yeah, because when they're all together, it takes away from the other guys. Like if you have them separately, like you get more Echo, more Tech, because they had more back. They were more in the background last year, the first season,
right?
So kind of like the fact that they're more in the forefront.
I think that's gonna be because like Hunter in this episode, when we talk about Hunter, he was kind of worthless.
He was in the back. He was more in the background.
When the group's not together and Hunter doesn't have any like special skills. So like if you don't have them all together, Hunter can thrive and he can just be the leader. But when he's split up, he's like kind of the least interesting.
He still has the phenomenal tracking.
But that's what I'm saying. I think they just try to pinpoint and focus on 2 characters at a time.
I don't, but we didn't see that as much. I felt like in season 1. I feel like I wonder. This is my prediction for season 2.
Well, Tech got a little bit in here too. Like he wasn't discounted.
Yeah.
Like Tech had time.
I think that's kind of a normal narrative for shows too. Is when you enter your second season or after so many episodes, you kind of got to build on the other characters besides kind of the main characters.
Yep. We're going to follow this storyline a little bit here. And we get the I wanted to introduce this character too before that. We get the introducing of the character Wilco, clone we hadn't seen before. Another clone that has very capable. So I enjoyed that part of this show too. Like they do a really good job not making clones seem worthless.
Cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Roger.
So
I agree.
He's the one that orders all the pods to get released because he knows they're going to try to get on the pods, and that's where Omega says, "Well, we can get out the other way. We can get out on these crates," and that's where we see them going in the crates, and it gets re-ejected and it crashes, right? And you get the Nimic of Bad Batch, right? Where during the crash, the thing comes down and smashes him. Doesn't kill him like in Andor, but destroys his leg and
his femur.
I don't think that was intentional, but I definitely thought of Andor as I was watching that storyline. you see Omega here saying we can't leave the war chest, and this is her, feeling a little insecure about herself. I felt like
her Indiana Jones because she can't leave the jewels.
I think it was more of a maturity thing. I think it was really showing that she's still a child because she's doing the I heard what you said about me. And blah 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 thing. So
she just wants to fit in, and she doesn't still feel like she is part of the team, and then she's holding them back, and so she wants to show that she can contribute. So I think that was a natural way of doing it.
Yeah.
We get this guy. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I had it. No. But we've never seen Romar, maybe? I forget.
Yeah, I think so.
What his name was. First time in the show or in Star Wars. What I did like about Romar, I don't know if I put it next, is this scene right here. This was, I think, one of the best scenes of the episode for me. Probably interesting to hear what you thought. Romar talks about how, Dooku didn't just plunder other worlds. He plundered also Sereno, which brought back that Tales of the Jedi, where Dooku was so mad at the senator who were plundering his own world and leaving him down that he wanted to go dark side and kill him. Remember?
Yeah.
Chokes him, and then Dooku does.
And he does the same thing.
The same thing. So
yeah. What are the succession of the ruling of that planet is? Who's in charge of it now? Anybody wonder that? Because he was in charge of the planet, right? That was his original position was the Duke or whatever of the planet, basically. So,
and it sounds like nobody's in charge, and that's what they want. They just want Empire to leave so that they can figure that stuff out.
Is his sister dead? Didn't he have a sister?
His sister died in the book, and that was what made him so mad.
Okay, that's what. Okay, yeah.
Also, this is a crazy Star Wars.
Well, because he didn't go back.
One person in charge of our entire planet.
Yeah.
Or if our entire planet was only one ecosphere, it's all ice. We're the whole planet's fucking ice. There's nothing else here. This is just an ice planet. That's just a desert planet. We just have beaches. They don't have different climates in a lot of these Star Wars planets.
Yeah. Tatooine is all desert.
It's all desert.
all desert.
All snow.
I don't know.
Don't worry. They just made a desert planet so that you'll see.
Saying that, did you get the feeling that this is Dooku's brother?
I did not.
Dooku's brother. No,
because he looked like. I was wondering, why do you have to make him look like Dooku?
He looks a little bit like Christopher Lee.
Yeah,
maybe. But no, I just thought that was really fascinating to see Dooku from Tales of the Jedi do the exact same thing here. That he was so mad about.
Agreed.
So I thought that was a good way of building onto the story that was just told. So I thought that was good. You get the little toy, right? That she's like, oh, they're gems. She just wants to contribute, and then she's like, sometimes things are more important, and it's just having fun and finding joy and toys. And she's
what
a kid.
What are these things called again?
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we all have one of these, right?
I had it. Yep.
Yeah, as a kid. Love them.
As a kid, yeah.
Can't be a kid without having one of these.
No.
Marco doesn't give his kids these things.
You used to be able to I got
yeah, they do.
A kit where you can make a homemade one time.
Yeah, you know what? Not
a little
that,
jar.
I never gave my son one. I'm trying to think. Has he ever had a kaleidoscope?
we were easily entertained as children.
Yeah, he had what's the one with the wheel of pictures?
The freaking
can't think of the name.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, the red one or red one.
Yeah. He had one of those.
He's the whatever's. Yeah.
You could buy the slides, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my dad found at the flea market. We found an old DC
Magic Vision
slides,
or something on it.
Yeah,
from the 70s. It's pretty cool.
I mean, I think it was just once again. I think that was another point that they're trying to point out that she's a kid, kind of. Viewmaster, that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yes, Viewmaster. That's it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Thank you, Joe. That's good. Good stuff.
Yep. So you see, she sneaks out, right, while Tech is doing his tech stuff. This is kind of, the way that you saw Tech do with that, but also they are able to really expand upon Tech. I thought in a really interesting way in the coming scenes. You see her sneaking out there in the story. Tech was pretty cool. I really enjoyed seeing a exceptionally wounded Tech just absolutely destroy a couple people. I thought that Romar guy was going to save Tech and that was what's going to happen, but no, right?
Yeah, I really thought he did.
What?
Said he's all like Jack Bauer.
He was takes out one person, takes out another while he's hobbled, and then passes out. There you get to see another one go into the.
Was this episode 1?
This is all. No, this is both episodes together.
He's doing 2, 1 and 2.
I had him as background noise. I'm not a fan of Bad Batch. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's all right. It's not for everybody.
No,
No.
not for me.
Another leaper. Yep, that's what happens when you
Another
get shot at the Bad Batch. They just leap you to another dimension. Yep. And then the container there is going to fall again, and she's trying to collect everything up. And this is supposed to be the powerful moment, I feel like, of the episode was her interactions with Echo, and being like, Echo's like, no, leave it. You're more important. It's just money. This didn't hit as well as
I don't think it did. Yeah, I think it was kind of repetitive, redundant, and yeah.
Well, it's because it was telegraphed. I mean, it's obviously where it was going, so it wasn't that hard to figure out where
Agreed.
the story was going to play out. So I think that's why it was not for everyone, I guess.
And it had to, and so it wasn't good enough that they had to come back to it later in the episode again, and it still didn't hit as well as it should have. We see the Romar come and save Tech after he passes out from being everybody.
I actually really like what they did with that character. Although I don't feel it plays into the Dooku story that well, and kind of I'm always against them changing the narratives of them. Like Dooku was, like you said earlier, was supposed to be I switched sides because I was so morally strong. I just feel that I don't know, but I liked how they did this character. I really did.
Yep. And then you get the other side, which is while this is all happening, you have Wrecker and Hunter on the outside of the container on their trek back to the ship. And so what you see
we can
here,
do this if you guys want to. Well, we can turtle them up if you guys.
You see him inside of the castle, which I thought that was cool to see inside of the castle.
I did. I thought
it was cool.
This was one of the more interesting, I thought, aspects of it. You see this scene here where this is where I felt like Wrecker was really fascinating, because Hunter's like, this is something that Tech would always do. I don't know how to do this. And so Wrecker's like, don't worry, I can do
We're going to
something.
stomp on the ship.
We don't need Tech always. Let me do something, and he does. He stomps on it, and he gets them out because Hunter can't do Tech. He's getting part of the worthlessness, I felt like, of Hunter when the whole team is not there.
You're really bonded with this.
What?
You're really leeching on and bonding with Wrecker there.
I am.
You give him a lot. You give him a lot of credit for.
That's me. To me, that was the most interesting part of the story. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. And you get the other Wrecker part coming up here that I really enjoyed was, they get to these tanks. Cool. The tanks don't work.
The tanks.
To be fair, all I remember about Wrecker was him picking up that huge gun and being happy.
That was awesome.
No, dude, when he did that, my kids started laughing and cheering. They're like, shoot him with the big gun. He's got a huge gun. It's a cannon.
He has some tech ability too. So I thought that was fascinating to see him being able to
tech ability. He's a hillbilly. He hooked up a battery to a gun.
Come on now.
That's what he did.
Hunter's like, what are you gonna do with that? It doesn't work.
I got putting double A's in your remote control. I have
we're not calling out people.
Yeah, tech ability. This is like some shit. When we rig up the fishing boats, this is like some shit we do. It's not engineering at all. We're like, hey, grab them wires and hook that bitch up to a battery.
Marco,
plug in my iPhone.
I can say whatever I want.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and he just destroys stuff with that gun. You get him.
I think, JJ, is he giving him way too much credit here? He's talking like. He's talking about he invented SpaceX. The dude hooked a battery up to the gun, for fuck's sake.
They save these people at the very end, and you get the
fishing with dynamite. That's the shit he did.
Hey, I gotta find something I enjoy. That was
sorry. I'll say it myself. This show sucks. I'm sorry.
It doesn't suck.
Fucking worthless. I don't know why it's on.
Resistance.
Waste of time. It's the waste.
Better
of
than Resistance.
Money.
Way better than Resistance. Way better than Resistance.
Not hard to do anything better than
the other tech moment here again. I mean the Echo moment with. I just didn't feel like this one hit either.
Omega is like the worst character.
I like Omega. I like these characters. I just feel like.
My biggest fear is that, and granted I didn't watch the second episode, but my biggest fear is that, with the exception of kind of swapping the characters in and out, the story is going to be more of the same. It's like, oh, go on this mission and maybe learn a little bit about Amiga.
I can see that. I can see that fear, but I think right now, I think the idea of it, we're restarting season 2. I think we did need hey, let's level set. Let's get everybody back on board.
Yeah.
Let's kind of lay out a few things we want to go towards, but at the same time, give something familiar and just get them through a storyline. And I think
we're going to go through this thing where we're having like 5 episodes of not telling us what actually happened to Crosshair.
Yeah, and that's where I get what Andy was saying. Like, they didn't progress their story.
Where's the end game? Are they going
to? If we start getting to a point where we don't get there, where we don't start getting,
if you remember last season,
show up in the Filoni Avengers movie where we're going to see Luke, Ahsoka, and everybody together fighting fucking what's his name?
I'm afraid of the filler. That's what I'm.
This was interesting though.
This was the best part of the episode.
It was.
Oh wait, I felt like this was making a statement. This was.
Yeah, sorry.
I think you want to know why I like this because I think
this part for JJ here.
I think for the longest time, they've been trying to give us like the other side, like the Empire's not that bad. They were doing it because of these reasons.
Actually, the Empire was great. My opinion.
You didn't watch this, did you, brother?
No.
It was background filler.
This dude just.
Yeah, Empire.
I finally finished up Tales of the Jedi and saw the one where the guy was like, "I love the Empire." I finally saw that episode
where he kills them. Yeah,
the Empire was the way to go.
What?
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, you're wrong. That's okay.
Everything was fine. Everything was peaceful when the Empire was.
Wait, did you just say he was wrong?
I'm handsome. I'm ruggedly handsome.
I was waiting for it. No, this is by far the most interesting part. Where like
it was
that the Bad Batch is dead. Tarkin can't find out that they aren't. Rampart says, and so Rowoka's like,
I'm not falsifying.
I'm not following orders. I know good soldiers supposed to follow orders, but I'm not following that. Thing.
And said, I'm not falsifying a report.
And he's like, well, that's fine. I understand. You're dead. I'll change the report.
I'll do it.
No hesitation.
That was badass. That really was kind of badass.
That makes me hate Rambot even more.
Yeah. Oh, now Darth Lopez is in. Now he's in. Yeah, they fucking whacked him.
Hold up.
He's like, I'm good.
You missed that part.
You missed the part where he whacked him.
Rampart actually died on the show. What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He just
got him.
He just whacked him.
Are you sure it's not like last season where in the next episode we find out that
this guy fell off and
shot
he fell off a cliff. He got shot.
He got that was the part where my kids they're like, did he just? I go, no. That wasn't him. That was just his armor that fell over. Like, I see the shit.
He cold-blooded.
I want to see the body. I want to see the body.
My
daughter goes, Dad, he fell over the cliff. He's dead. I was like, oh shit, dude. Like, how do I square this fucking one away?
Oh shit, he shot Marvin in the face.
He whacked
like cold-blooded this way.
I go, nobody dies in Star Wars, bro.
Like,
nobody dies in G.I. Joe. People die in Star Wars.
What do you think?
What if they rebuild him like Echo?
Yeah.
Who do you think? What clone you think is going to wind up dying?
What do you mean? What clone?
Who gives up? What the fuck do you? What are you talking?
No, I'm talking about the clones. The which one is going to die? Which one will?
All of them. They're all dying.
I know.
None of them.
You mean the Bad Batch? Which
is Bad Batch.
Oh, well, you're saying clone. Like, dude, there's fucking millions of clones.
I know.
All right, Bad Batch. I don't think any of them are dying.
They literally talked about how last season they were basically going to kill off the clones.
Unless they do like a Butch and Sundance. We'll see a Butch and Sundance moment where they just jump out into
a toss up between Echo and Hunter. I think,
dude, it's a kid show. None of them are dying.
Spoiler alert! Eventually, they all die.
Yeah,
I know they all die.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they all died.
JJ, you say none of them died. This dude just got.
Yeah, this dude died. That dude died. He died hard. That dude died.
The body? We all thought. Remember when we all thought the senator?
Yes, we did. We did. We saw. No. We actually saw the body.
Yeah,
we saw the fucking body. Like, that's the part I'm saying. When I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Nobody dies in Star Wars," and my daughter goes, "There's the motherfucking body, though." And I was like, "Ooh, yeah."
I'm gonna laugh when they rebuild him in 2 episodes. It's like Echo.
You got a point.
He's like RoboCop or something.
No, they ain't RoboCop in this dude.
They ain't RoboCop in this fucker. Shot him, threw him in the bottom of the gunner, put weights on him. He's dead. All right. Oh, hey, just a little breaking news, real quickly that I believe Wayseeker missed. There is a report about a Florida man. We found a real life picture of AOA. Florida man, AOA, right there. There you go. Damn, AOA, that inbreeding is strong in you. There you go. Florida AOA got his little tattoo of his little emoji there too. Good stuff there, AOA. Good stuff.
Were you working on that?
All right, next. No, I just it pops up. I got a notification of Florida Man, and that shit just popped up, dude.
No,
so I was like, oh,
cool.
cool.
Alert. It just popped up on your phone.
Florida Man popped up. AOA.
You just made that man famous now.
Well, there we go.
Oh.
All right. Speaking of JJ, since he's here.
Not in half. She was kind of just shot in the gut. She was shot in the belly.
Yeah. She didn't do. Sure. They didn't do what they did to this guy.
But Maul was cut in half, and they brought him back.
Boba Fett got swallowed by a Sarlacc. He lived.
How about the Lions?
You must have missed the beginning with all the Florida Man stuff. What's up, Lopez?
Detroit Lions, 20-16.
In a game that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not for Detroit, but it matters for Green Bay.
For Green Bay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Either way,
Detroit could still give it to Aaron Rodgers. Like,
I'm out of the playoff.
Oh, they should. Yeah, because all the bullshit that bum's been talking. But he's not that good. He's not that good. We got the 32nd best defense. That's like taking last place. That's the defense that all them kids got awards when they were little kids.
Hey, well, don't be so excited about defense because we got like the 4th best defense on the Jets, but we got like the 32nd best offense because we can't start touchdown to save our lives.
Zach Wilson is the future.
Wait, we're supposed to go over there? Shit. Playing this wrong.
Yeah, Sarlacc did die. All right. Let's get into the last part. So that we're going to do a two-part, well, it might be even a 3-part card segment. But I'm going to pull up the slides for JJ. We all ready for cards? JJ, we ready for cards?
We're ready.
Hard being
ready,
dude.
I made it this far. Let's see if I can see this through.
Ohio, Florida. Good one.
Not easy being handsome, fellas.
This was Star Wars Galaxy Chrome in the 2022 set.
We already showed you one of the box. This is what we're doing. So, how much did the box cost, JJ? Or are you gonna get into that later?
I think I have it. I have it on the next slide. I think I can't remember if I put that in or not. But $300 was the buy-in.
Okay.
Well, actually, it changed a little bit. That was the buy-in from Tops.
Hey JJ, I'll buy whatever Boba Fett from you.
Buy whatever. I got some Boba Fett.
Did you understand how this went? We had JJ try to sell them on Whatnot. Then we're gonna have Pete sell it on a different selling thing. I think JJ might sell some of his on another. And there's 5 packs he's gonna open.
Yeah,
Whatnot.
JJ is selling packs.
Pete's I'm selling packs.
I'm gonna open this next week. I'm gonna open this up with my double camera thing.
I'd sell singles. We're trying to give you guys
we can do.
Excuse me, real quick. The buy-in was $300, JJ.
Yep.
Yes. Well,
W2 AOA.
Tops gave you 10% off if you was a first time buyer. So I got this.
I factored that in. So
we're not giving away scraps. We're trying to milk it for every dollar we can. So that we could try to use the money from that to buy something else.
They're not incredibly hard to get.
Yeah.
They're there.
There's money there, bro. That's Hugo the Mass money, $300.
But the boxes are sold out, right? They sold out.
They are sold out now. It took a couple days, but they are sold out now.
Yeah.
On Tops. You can still buy them on the secondary market for about the same price.
So we spent $900. Well, not us. Pete and JJ spent $900 on this experiment.
No,
JJ spent.
I spent $900.
JJ spent $900. I spent $3
You bought 3 boxes. Hold on, time out. I thought you bought 2 boxes.
No, he bought 3.
No, I bought 3. I opened one for myself and I sold 2.
No, time out. That's not part of it. That doesn't count. You're
he's not counting the box that you're keeping.
No, I'm only talking about for the experiment.
I'm gonna do what Pete did, and I'm gonna sell them online just like Pete is. I'm not keeping most of them. But...
Well, they keep.
But not the experiment itself. The experiment.
This experiment.
$900, JJ. 900.
Well, roughly, yes.
Oh my holy!
Well, we'll get into
I spent more money on toys.
Hey, I saw
Lopez. I don't like,
dude. I know that I'm okay.
Lopez, I don't know if you know what goes on. I don't know if you know what goes on, but welcome to Renovision, where we just burn money because that's what we do. we just want to be entertaining.
We burn Marco's money. Let's be clear.
No, we don't. I should have burned Marco's money.
My money does get fucking burnt. He's right. Every time I put my money up, the shit gets burnt. It gets burnt to a fucking crisp.
If you all remember, this is how this went down. It was posted in chat by somebody. It's like, hey, these cards are coming out. And it's like, yeah, I already bought 3.
Which I didn't read.
And I specifically said, we can open one on the show or something if you want. And all of a sudden, Pete orders a box.
What happened was I go, okay, I go, there's X amount of dollars. I go, I think I have a great idea. Why don't we try to sell these to show people how? Because everybody always wants, like, I don't know much about how these sell and stuff. Let's just sell them. Yeah. Here's X amount of dollars I'm willing to dump into this project.
Yeah, and then I said, "Don't worry about it. I got
it." And then JJ goes, "Do you not read any of the chats? I already got 3 fucking boxes, you idiot." I go, "Oh,
cool. Yeah, we missed JJ's.
This is for
JJ.
3. Wait, no, sorry, timeout. Sorry.
Oh, you gotta boo this man. You gotta get your gimmicks ready.
Give me a boo. Give me a boo.
You got
Boo this man.
No. You gotta come with it. You gotta be ready.
JJ.
Most impressive.
Yeah, most impressive, JJ.
Well, it's investment. I plan to. So all this stuff's gonna get sold, right? It's not like
I'm. So we're selling all this. So we're selling all this to hopefully then use that money and so we can do more. I hope you guys think this shit's cool because we're gonna try to use that money.
You better get $900 back real motherfucking quick.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Lopez, we're gonna see what he did.
Yeah, he already went through.
Spoiler alert. Okay, JJ. Next up.
I mean, I'm a blue collar living motherfucker right here, bro. So you better pray for JJ to get his money back.
Just watch. This is what we already got done.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Lopez is in shock.
Yeah, we're already partway through this.
I haven't seen $900 ever. What are we doing here?
I spent more money like that in my sleep.
Eric, give Eric the fucking bell, Lopez. I think you need to focus more on
Ring the bell.
Yes,
he's for down right here.
Eric. $900.
$900.
Dom's like, this is 2 Boba Fett statues for me.
Collectibles, man.
Like, dude, that's my hot toys.
The difference is Dom has those in collectibles. We're trying to use this to sell to make more than the $900 back.
Yeah,
we're trying to see if this is actually
no
cap, no bullshit, no faking numbers. None of that shit.
I'll preface it more when we get to the next slide too.
Yeah. Okay, next
there's
slide.
Things that go in here but there's also, I will say this much, as far as the amount of money spent, the buy-in for these boxes, incredibly high now. What Topps did was, so if people think way back, a little over a year ago,
$40
came out, the last set for Galaxy Chrome, and I opened a box here 2 weeks after it came out. On this show, I paid $89 for that box.
I was gonna say, wasn't it like I thought it was like 100 or 120?
$89. Yeah. Okay. Well, after shipping and stuff, it was a little bit more, but it's $89.
Which
literally, those boxes now go for about $500 to $600 on the secondary market.
Yeah.
Topps saw that and they were like, "Oh, well, we can price our boxes at $300 now."
Yeah.
Much.
Oh, they did. I got
pretty much the exact same product. So that's how that went. So Topps basically increased the price of their own product by about triple,
and still sold
over 40. Thank you very much.
But yeah. So, yeah, as Hartman just said, they tripled the cost.
They did. Mm-hmm. And again, we are doing this with no preconceived notion of what the end result's going to be.
Yeah, we just want to. I mean,
I'm going to show you what happens.
I hope. I don't even know what it is, but I hope JJ didn't, because I couldn't even find. I can't find that fucking whatnot site. To be honest with you, is horse shit. I couldn't find. It should have been.
I think, to be fair, I think we put the wrong goddamn man on that job.
Fuck.
Like,
yeah.
We did. I watched the show. I was there.
Marco on it.
That's not me. Like, because it was my second time ever on.
Exactly.
On whatnot.
You also could have asked for help.
Fuck,
dude, I got a lot of shit going on. I was digging, trying to find this. It should be
35 minutes trying to find it when all you do is go in the chat and say, "I can't find it."
No. This is all.
I didn't see the message.
And JJ didn't respond back to the message. Time number 2. This is all an experiment. Like, right?
I get that, but you wasted 35 minutes.
If the average dude, look, if a dude could just be making money like this, yet he cannot find an easy sale to be able to find on a fucking app. The fuck? How easy is that app? That app isn't that good. Okay, let's go. Next up.
Yeah. Don't be yelling at Marco, Way Seeker. Huh?
All right, let's see it. Let's go. They were looking for it. Let's go.
Handsome George.
What's up, JJ?
Aren't you running it?
No. Well, JJ, do you want me to go next slide?
Yeah, next slide's fine. Yeah,
okay.
Sorry.
You gotta get this money back, bro. I'm stressed the fuck out, dude.
Okay, so this was a 2 box break sale. The initial cost per box, after I had the same 10% discount that Pete used. Yep. So after shipping and tax and all in, I came out to about $302 per box. So, yep. After everything was all said and done, I think it was about $302 and some change. I just rounded it down. But so, total revenue sold. Now, mind, this is not what you make, but total revenue sold was $779.
Okay.
That's out of Yeah, that's out of a total of 31 packs were sold. So the average price per pack came out to about $25. My starting bid price per pack was $20.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that nice? I don't know if that's nice. Is that nice?
No, it's pretty normal for this set. It's about
you didn't
15
get free
to 20.
shipping?
Did I not get free shipping? No, I did.
Yeah,
it was just tax.
It was $300. Tax was $17. I was $287.89 for my box, my one box.
Yeah,
$300, 10% off. Tax was 17.
No, I paid for ship. I think I did the priority shipping.
Different states.
Oh, okay. That's probably why. I just did
you
whatever
got
their
it
free ship was.
sooner. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think I did the priority shipping.
That's why.
Which was not bad. It was like $13 or $14.
Also, JJ doesn't have to
$3
pay
boxes
taxes
is
in his
fine,
state
just
at
do
all.
it.
No state tax in JJ state.
I do have tax. We have like.
I'm just
7%
joking.
or something.
I'm just joking. I'm trying to get you through.
If I was in
but when you do
Florida,
three
like
boxes,
Florida man,
it's
I wouldn't have
okay.
tax.
You defer that
Yeah,
cost
Florida
for
man.
3 boxes. You pay that extra bit.
AOA still broke, and he doesn't have to pay taxes. I don't understand it.
We talking
So
NFTs again?
Here's the fun fact. There's probably about, I think the most I had viewers wise was about 18. And there was only a total of 5 buyers that tore through these 2 boxes. And there's just not. So here's the way to preface it. I'm not a card seller on Whatnot a lot. So I don't have a lot of clout or whatever you want to call it on that.
Oh, you're not Mr. Big Swinging Dick on Whatnot?
No.
You want to go and pump yourself
I don't
up?
have a big Whatnot following or anything.
You're just the average guy selling on what?
More or less, yeah. And a lot of times you get people that come on there, especially for Marvel and Star Wars and trading card games, things that aren't sports cards. You'll get people to come on there just to see what the card sets look like. A lot of times, especially when there's newer stuff out. So only having a small number of buyers is not totally unusual. But especially for someone like me. And the other thing is too, if I was a actual shop or reseller, I would have got these cheaper, obviously, because you don't go through Tops, you go through your distributor, which gets them cheaper. So they have an advantage as well over average Joe like us.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But so amazingly, there were 5 packs that didn't sell, and we'll get into that maybe in a little bit, because there might actually be a hit in there. But I gave everybody plenty of warning. Another problem was too, I started the sale later than I wanted to. I started at about like 11:15 at night, just because of personal circumstances. I couldn't start it earlier, which
that's still
kind of
time. It's worldwide.
Yeah, it eliminates, and I run a sales a lot during that time period. It eliminates a lot of your East Coast buyers, but you get a lot of West Coast buyers. So
you if you would have stopped up to your first box, these numbers would have been better.
They would have,
because you were like,
and actually, we'll get into that as well. I would have had a nice much personal box I could have opened or sold or something. But my original plan was not to open that second box.
You had like a $60 pack that sold at the very end there, that first box. I was amazed.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what pushed him to go to box 2.
Exactly. And people were saying they wanted another box, and then they kind of backed off. But what happened was, so here's what happens when you get the hits late in a box, when you're doing a box break, and you get the hits late in a box, your last packs will always sell for a great amount of money. And that's how you make your money back, more or less. So it's a risk for the seller. And the second box,
if you get it early,
we hit a pretty big hit, which we'll get to later, very early. Well, pretty early on. So it was really hard to sell through those last back half of those packs. So when you get a hit early, it makes it really hard to sell like the last 10 packs of the box. The first box, I got lucky because I didn't get a hit, or at least the main hit, early on. So, my last 4 sales for that were probably up in 50s, 60s, and maybe even had one in the 70s, I think. So
still $60 for one of the packs. And how many packs are in here again?
18 packs. But you got to remember, it didn't start out that way either.
18 packs, 4 cards per pack.
And I allowed them to stack a pack. So when you allow to stack a pack, you can say you can do 2 for 40. So initially, even if they paid $80, they got 2 packs. So that last one, they're just having to do 1 pack left, and that last pack went for $62. But because we all thought there was a hit in there, that's why it went so high.
I think that's a nose blowing.
What was that?
What is this thing? Muted at least.
But either which way, we came out to total made after fees was $681, which gave us about a profit of about $40 a box, which is not too bad for a box. Like I said, it's a big risk, and when you don't have distribution prices, you're taking an even bigger risk if you're not going to open it. So the play for these would probably actually be if you're going to buy them at $300 or whatever off tops, is to maybe buy 2 boxes, open one for yourself, and hang on to one for later. But we wanted to do a nice experiment and sell packs and see how it came out. Let's see what it would look like selling packs. So.
Oh, I muted you, Marco, because you were apparently farting off screen. Even though
that's me blowing this big ass nose. Is me blowing this big ass nose.
The butt nose.
Oh yeah, man, dude. My nose is big, bro. Fuck.
Anyway,
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's a butt nose for sure.
But that was about $40 a box profit.
That's not bad. Is that bad or no? Is it bad?
No, it's not bad. Now, if you go to the next slide, I'll show you. If I just straight up sold the boxes, like if I bought them and then I resold them on eBay, you might wonder if I made a lot of money. Not really.
Okay.
Actually, probably less.
Nice.
If I just went and sold them on eBay, you're looking at a lot of sales of around 300, a lot of around 315, 320. There was one sale I could find.
You need free shipping too, and then you got to pay the fees.
One sale I could find in the last 7 days. It was like 340. It was like the highest I could find. So Kmart selling packs that came out about better. Actually, a little bit better because if these last 5 packs sold, if I would have timed the sale differently and these last 5 packs sold, I probably would have added about another $80, $100 of revenue on there.
Nice.
So. And what was our biggest hit? We had a sketch card.
Wasn't this like the first little bit or something? Wasn't this one of the first cards they hit or no?
It was one of the first out of the second box, which made it, that's why it made it so hard to sell that second box all the way through. It's because we got a big hit early.
And who did we get?
This is Jin Urso.
Yeah,
drawn by artist Andrew Fry.
From Rogue One. So that's nice.
I like that. I would have been happy.
It's one of the better sketches you can get. If you look these up on the secondary market, I don't want to, the card didn't go to me. It goes to the guy who bought the pack.
Yeah, it went to the guy who bought the pack. So
yeah, but you're looking at probably about $200 to about $300 on the secondary market for a sketch card of a main character,
right?
Yeah. Yes.
Was there any hits in the first box?
The first box contained 3 numbered cards, the lowest number of 50. Our autograph was Winta. I didn't even know who it was, but it was numbered to 99, so that's a plus on the auto. And then we looked at we hit a wave refractor, which is numbered to 99. So actually, the first box was not that great, to be honest. In the first box that sold through, we got lucky in that the hits came late. So as a reseller or a seller of them, I got a little lucky there. The second box I actually lost out on because I kept it for myself.
Because the hit came early.
Yeah, and I lost out money-wise. But if we want to go through it, there's the 5 packs left over I have right here.
Yeah. Do you have your other camera set up?
I do. I just got to log in here.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me get rid of the echo.
I made it this long. I was only going to stay on for like an hour tonight.
Okay. Oh, Florida man.
In for a penny.
Where?
You got to look at down. It's 2 logins.
You got to add it to stream.
Did somebody just did it? I think.
Where is it? Down there. I got it.
Okay, there you go. This one's got to be. That one's muted.
How dare I? If you get a good pack, I'm
Hold on.
ready for you guys.
Can you guys hear me now?
Do not do the gritty. Nobody wants to see no
gritty, Marco. Don't. I'll do it right now.
There's a good chance that there is a good pack in here.
I would laugh if you tried to do the gritty and that you pulled a hammy, dude.
So what happened was,
geez.
for our last 5 packs that didn't
That's
sell,
not the gritty. That's just a fat dude.
Listen to JJ.
Are you trying to do the gritty again?
Oh, Jesus.
for our last 5 packs that didn't sell, we came across the question of whether or not there is both a sketch card and an autograph in there. And they were pretty split as far as what was in there. Am I lagging really bad?
No, we're laughing at John saying the show's never long.
Well, it says 1 autograph per box guaranteed. So
exactly. So about half the
guaranteed
that I had in there, about half the 12 people I think I had left said, yeah, there is. And a couple people said, no, there's not. So whether or not there's an autograph in here, we'll find out. So,
which I thought somebody was just going to come in and buy these last 5 packs because there might be an auto in there.
I thought for sure with a hit in there, you would think that. And I gave everybody plenty of time in the morning that I was getting off. Wayseeker was in there. I even went late.
Did they complain that you left or afterwards after you closed it down? No.
They had plenty of time to buy these packs and they didn't. And I was surprised.
Yeah.
I see Poe Dameron.
I laugh if we got an autograph right off the bat. What is that?
We don't know. Maybe.
Okay, Tusken Raider.
Yeah.
Yep. So here's a refractor. There's 1 refractor per pack. So refractor is the X-Wings in formation. My ring light's kind of in the way. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's all right.
good.
We can see it though. That helps us see the effect of the rainbow color oil drip.
Wedge.
How many cards are in the pack again?
4.
4 cards.
Oh, jeez.
There's our Poe.
18 packs, 4 cards. So you only went through like
31 packs.
Okay.
31 packs.
I'm saying even the last box, you didn't even go through 3/4 of it. You
I went through most of the last box, but
most of
it really wound down after that hit.
Oh, that'd be amazing, Blue Beetle.
Ooh. School Ties Fighting Black K.
So here's a concept art card.
Let's see what it is. What is it? Give us something good.
R2.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool.
What do you think something like that goes for? $2? $2? $3? $5? $10?
It depends. If it was a refractor, it'd go higher.
Okay.
But yeah, probably just $1 or $2 for a base card. On the dewback. Let's see, we're down to the 3rd pack.
Oh, if it was one of the limited ones, you would do all right. But yeah, regular one, it looks like it's only.
How many cards are in a pack?
4. Just 4. Lopez.
4.
Yeah. Lopez is just shocked. He's like, you get.
Fuck that, bro.
Uh-oh.
We got something.
I see something back there.
Auto's there. Yep. We got an auto.
We got one. It's gritty time.
Dude,
let's put it down here.
The gritty caused you so much stress you couldn't hear us for the 8th time. So there's only 4 cards in the pack. Like I'm worried.
It's in the land sphere, so this is a refractor.
It was also one of the few times we see Dom shaking his head no.
Why is he shaking no?
Leia.
Dom, I'm about to drop.
You ready for the auto?
Let's see it.
It's a pretty good one. Not terrible.
Let's see the reflector. Maybe we should show it. Maybe we show it with another. Bad motherfucker.
Sandula.
But it's not that bad. Look.
Is that big?
Can it focus on that? I don't know. 5 out of 50 is our number. Or 6 out of 50.
5 out of 50.
That's Hera's dad.
Yeah, it's Hera's
dad.
So what do you think
not that bad, actually. It could be worse. Trust me, you can do a lot worse for an auto.
How much is
$40?
See what we got in our last
$40? $40? 40 probably? 50?
Wait, what did you say was limited to?
50.
I see one that's listed.
Purple refractor.
I see one available signed Cham Sandula on eBay right now for $150, but that one is limited to 25.
Ooh. Yeah, so about $40 probably. So we're good.
Probably about 40 to 50.
We'll see. He's gonna put it up.
Exactly.
I think he's gonna sell it. So we're gonna see if we can get $40 on it.
See what we get.
I'll show you what I got in my personal box break too. Now these were nice. They did these this year.
Hey.
So what they did this year was it's a lot like comics. They took an art card. And they made what they call a sketch variant of it. So you see here, this is actually a sketch variant. It's not a real sketch. It's just made to look like a sketch. But kind of a nice insert set they did this year.
Interesting. Looks like what Hartman does.
Where's Hartman's? Somebody send that kid a link before he kills my chat.
What do you want me to send him?
Just send him a link to get in here so he can stop bombing the chat with whatever nonsense he's talking. He knows about cards. Bring him in.
I know he does. That's why I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he's giving us the info on the set.
Man, this is
all right.
There you go, Dom.
Thank you.
$300 for a fucking box, bro.
He's Lopez. He's up $100 on this box.
Sketch variant.
Okay, so you spent $300 to make.
I'm up even more than you think. I'll show you in a minute.
He's probably up more than that.
This is a nice one. Dom, you might like this one.
Hartman, I sent it in our chat.
Nice.
Me and you on IG.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Boba.
Yeah. And this is what that. So this is the non-sketch version of that sketch variant.
Oh, so they give you the sketch and the non-sketch.
Yep.
All right.
Now on our personal,
room aside, I'll see you
so
tomorrow.
you guys want to see what I got for my personal box break?
You take it off, Dom. You all right?
No.
Oh, send it to you in the morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I said put it aside.
These were the 4 big hits I got in my own personal box. I had a
you opened
Grievous.
your personal box already?
Yeah, I did.
It's a cool card.
Oh, nice.
So it's numbered to 150. Low number 12 though. Not bad. I got a Yoda and Luke Wave refractor, which is numbered to 99.
Nice.
12 out of 99. My autograph was actually not too bad. It could have been worse. I had the Major Domo. Numbered to 50.
I like that dude though.
Yeah, the best
I like this character.
He was good.
And you want to see what the big hit was?
Yeah, what was the big hit?
That wasn't even the big hit.
That was not the big hit. This was the big hit. A sketch variant of Leia as Bosch.
Ooh.
Red refractor.
Could you imagine
Watch
if you
the
got
red
her
refractor.
bikini? Yeah.
Number 5.
Number to 5. 5 out of 5.
Ooh.
Nice.
Stop! Spoiler alert!
No, I just
Now.
said 5. Number 5.
I didn't get a slide ready. You guys can look up comps of what red refractors go for.
I'm
I
trying
know
to
where
look
the
up
strikes
that
go
one. Okay.
How much?
There's
How
one
much?
at auction, so I can't count that yet.
Wait. Did Dom say it? Hold on, Dom. Dom, what do you think?
What?
Did
I
you say
said
you
that
knew?
200, 250.
About maybe about 3.
About $400.
Higher.
Higher?
Wow.
Well, there's one at
sold
the
on
middle of
eBay.
auction right now. It still has, a couple days left, so we can't go off
650,
that
JJ.
yet.
What's it at,
Pull
Pete?
up sold on eBay. Type
Pete,
in
what's that?
22,
Pete, what's that?
2022.
Oh, the
Galaxy
it's
Chrome
only
red.
it's
You're
only
in
like
Hartman.
$51, but it sells a couple of days, so it doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't
You're in
matter.
Hartman.
Doesn't matter.
What do you think of red refractor? 5 of 5, Hartman. Give us a number.
I give it a 5 of 5 just because the.
No. How much do you think it sells for?
Oh shit.
Are you in a tunnel?
No.
Okay.
I'm in a garage.
Okay.
God, I don't. I mean, it's a 1 in 5.
Oh, there we go.
There he is. Okay.
What's
cool.
the
Yeah.
Is it a 1 in
Yeah.
5 or what?
Yeah, 1 in 5. 1 in 5. Numbered 5 of the 1 in 5. 5 of 5.
I'd say
is the
60
one.
bucks.
$60? No, we're already past.
Look it up on eBay. Pull it up on eBay real quick if you can, Peter.
Holy shit! Chewbacca's 1 in 5, sold for $619.
Well, there's
It's
a Boba Fett. For
Hey,
$1,000.
Hartman, it's Leia too, by the way. It's Leia.
Oh,
It's
okay,
Leia.
no, definitely not that cheap. I'd say 300.
$900.
$900.
Oh!
Sith
Hey,
Trooper.
Lopez,
The
how's
Landing
his
Sith
return now?
Trooper best offer on $800.
$900.
So
That's what they sold. That's at sold for listing.
Yeah,
Or was
look up
it
the sold on eBay.
best offer?
Holy fuck.
900. I'm freestyling. $900.
So Lopez is
That's
now
the
buying
box.
20 boxes next time.
Wait, we lost Lopez? We lost Hartman.
No, Hartman not. Where'd Hartman go?
We lost
Oh,
Hartman.
900 bucks. 900 bucks. I mean, that's a beautiful drawing of Leia. Look
JJ,
how-
what do we got?
It's about he's not too far off.
How much?
Let me see if I can screen share it here. You're looking at probably about 600 to 1,000, depending on the character.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I said. Like Chewbacca, I found
Boba Fett-
Chewbacca
There
was
was a Boba Fett
619 at
card for
auction.
1,000.
That's a
Sith
good.
Trooper was like $800 best offer.
That's a good looking Leia.
I
So
do like the
there
Leia.
is-
That is
There
pretty
is a
good.
number like somebody sold a Leia card 1 to 5.
Yeah. Well, not a Leia, other characters, but
Unless you find a Leia.
Like, what did a 1 in 20 sell of Leia? Because that's going to be what you want to set the price on.
a 1 in 20. I don't know.
No, that's
Like,
a 1 to
another.
5,
You want
right?
another.
Well, here-
higher
Oh, I see what he's
Well,
saying.
it all
You can
depends.
see what
Now,
the
granted,
other
too,
ratio was.
As the set comes out more, you'll have more and more listed.
Yeah.
But so you
Are you
guys
listening,
remember the
JJ, are you
the
listening to
Darth
this?
Vader like
You're echoing, bro.
Dark Horse cover with him like with his hands over the city?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So there's that card. That's one of the cards in the set. The red refractor of that sold like 2 days ago for $1,800.
Oh, Jesus. JJ, are you listing the Leia?
There is no. Yeah, I'm going to list this and we'll see what it goes for.
Good. Then we get to see what it's going to go for. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome, dude.
I'm not
Awesome.
saying they'll go for $1,800 or $600
Yeah,
or whatever, but there was a Sith Trooper sketch variant.
Yeah.
Sold like 6 days ago for I think like 600 something on a best offer.
Best offer on $800.
Yeah. So
So
I mean,
right now you're about $100 without selling these cards. You're about $100 up. So then if you
and
sell,
I haven't
these
looked at
cards-
today's sales. There's probably more out, but
Oh, nice.
the key will be to get this up and try to sell it this week because
Well, the whole
if I
fact is
don't,
there's only 5
the
of them.
price is
sold.
probably going to go down.
So
Don't say that. 'cause
The
We're
only
not
thing-
opening
there's
this
only
other
5
box.
of them. How is it
You
going to
don't
go
get
down?
the equipment, right?
Don't say what?
Don't say they're going to go down because Pete's not opening his box.
Yeah, we're not opening this box until next Sunday.
Well, I mean, as time goes by, the individual cards more and more will hit the market. So
I
the
know.
question
Who's
is,
echoing?
is
Who's
there enough
echoing?
out there to meet your man
There's
to
only
certain
5.
cards?
I don't know.
Basically, not many's going to hit the market.
Yeah. It's a 1 in 5. How
I
many-
don't know. I have no experience selling. I'm going to listen to JJ on this. He sells cards. Hartman sells cards. Pete has sold cards before. I haven't sold any cards. So I think this experiment's good. We'll see if Dom's right. If it over a week, the cards don't go down, but we'll also see if JJ's right, and we can get about $600 for, or he's going to get about $600 for this card.
Yeah.
No,
I
because
couldn't
it was a
believe
Boba
that
Fett
the
card,
Darth Vader
okay,
one.
Are we buying it? No, we're not buying it on piece.
No,
We're
no,
looking.
I'm just gonna open to some bitch and see what we got.
And by the way, please don't bid up. Please don't bid up Pete's cards when we get
Yeah.
or if you find out who
No.
JJ is,
I would
don't-
advise you not to bid on them. Actually,
Yeah.
So you may or may not know my eBay seller name, anyways. But if you see this card on there, probably don't bid.
I don't hide my
Unless you really
eBay
want
seller
it. I
name
mean, if
because
you really
it's the
want it,
same
go
name
bid,
as the
but-
channel, so you know it's me. I'm trying to be transparent as possible.
BK, do not use Dom's credit card information.
Yeah.
And please,
Is this up on this the Boba Fett one? Look how much it's going for.
You and Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that Leia card, dude. That would be something I grade. I
$1,100.
would grade it.
$59.
A 1 in 5.
And it's graded.
No, I mean I would grade it like that.
Grade it,
if
yeah.
you grade
how
a
much
card-
does it cost to grade a card? JJ, I'll put in to grade this card so we can get more of an experience on it.
We could try and grade it.
If it's over $400, I think that they tax you a bit, like a percentage.
A little bit, yeah, because I got a Kyler Murray
I'm
grade.
telling you, like a graded card could sell for 1,000 raw. Could
Okay,
sell for
hold on. But Hartman, here's the deal. He's already dumped the money in here, so it's up to JJ. If he wants to, we can grade that card. We can write it off as a Renovision expense. In other words, I'll just spend the money. Yeah, I'll just spend the money.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, with
Relax, let me check the policy book here.
But yeah, I mean that would be good. I think that with the chat, but it's all. Hey, first off, JJ has to agree. But I would say let's put it to the chat. Let's put it to the fans if they want us to do that process, so we can see how that process happens. I don't.
We can do that because I've already drawn. I mean, just in the pack sales, I've drawn most of my money back already. And selling the other cards like these hits, I could probably get back to 1.
Okay. Well, it's up to. I mean, it's up to you. If you say okay, then we'll let the chat decide. Either sell it raw or we'll.
One good thing about this card, if you look at it, is actually pretty well centered. I don't know if my camera will show it, but a lot of these cards came off centered. If you compare the centering, if you look at kind of how far off that is compared to the other one.
Tiny bit. I don't know. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
But think about it, there's only 5 of them. So if you get it graded, it's still going to be a value because you can't get it if you really think about it.
But then the question is, why bother grading it then? It's only 5.
Yeah, and the other issue is, like I said, more and more red refractors as more and more boxes get broken are going to hit the market. So
there's only 5 of them though.
Well,
so.
other characters.
But the character, that's the thing. That's when character comes into play.
Yes.
That's when your Major Domo autographs don't mean shit because, oh shit, I don't want Major Domo.
Hey, if you get the Major Domo 5 of 5, hey.
Yeah. There's actually, it's funny. There's red refractors autographs that go for like less than $50.
Like that
because they're just characters that nobody gives two craps about.
Yeah, but Dom, if you got a 1 in 5 of one of the goddamn Vespa gang, like nobody's gonna give a shit after a while,
Yeah.
Vespa fans.
One was
not when you can get a Leia or you can
one
get
that went really cheap. That a couple days ago was what's Omega's droid. The AZ is it AZ? Yeah, there was like a red refractor of that autograph that went for like $36.
That's awesome. But see, I would buy it just to have it because that's
Tom, stop buying horse shit. It's not even worth it.
I don't know. That was a.
It all depends on what it is. Like
$6.
There was a
It's a blown up droid that we'll never see again.
I saw for one of the video game cards because there's
Boba
some video game
Fett's
cards in here.
sister's droid, Marco.
Yes.
That's 2 degrees for Boba Fett.
Oh, sorry. 2 degrees.
Is it 2 degrees?
Fucking A.
I thought a droid would add an extra degree since it's not a person.
6 degrees from the Starlight Pit. There you go.
I'm looking up the population for the graded cards now.
There are probably not too many because it's a pretty new set.
You'd be surprised.
No, the chat with my buddies for the Lions game is going on in the background.
You know what? The other way to sell this that you could sell it as, and I'd like not to do it, is they have like box breaks like per character and also per card.
Are these Star Wars
per
Galaxy
card?
Per card.
What box set was this again? For Echo?
Do what?
He wants to know what the box set was.
The 2022 Galaxy Chrome from Topps.
So there are 5,000 graded for the 2021. Let me find it.
Yeah, that was last year's. Yep.
That was the one.
That was the one that was
$89
like $90
a box. Yeah,
triple the price.
Yeah. Here we go. It's 2022.
All right, here, let's show it here so you can see.
Yeah, this is the box we'll open next week because I got it today. It showed up today, but I wasn't planning on staying on for the whole time, so I was like, we're not doing.
I mean,
the
if
box
you want to
break
see,
today. So we'll do it.
I
Next
can
week.
pull out some of the other refractors if you guys want to see the art and stuff.
Well, before we do, I just want another news story. It's another one about a Florida man, real quickly, and he says, "I'm going to snipe on eBay and cancel."
I put this in here.
It's
So
been
if you
identified as AOA. There you
if
go.
you love
Just so
Florida Man, then go buy this comic because there's a Florida Man comic.
There you go.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
That's
I
amazing.
think Brucifer sent me this in IG.
So right
Good
now,
job.
the only one graded is Mace Windu's Barrage as Super Fractor 1 of 1 for this year.
Sheesh.
101.
That's a good pull.
Why bother grading that?
Pete's going to pull that.
That's a good
I
question.
can't. It's 1 of
That's
1.
a good question. Why grade it? It's a 1 of 1.
Yeah.
It's just cool to have.
There was a
why
super
grade it?
refractor of like
Star Wars fans. You guys are
one of the
great.
video game arts that sold for like 1,000 or something.
I want to see what last year's. Like who they graded last year. Like who the popular one is. Of course, it's probably Vader, but
I'm just saying, if it's a 1 of 1, why bother grading it? Because it's like, whoa, it's going to be.
preserve it.
I'm going to get a better one. You can't. There's only one.
Right.
It's just
Well,
There's also oddly redemption
Well,
cards
that-
in this thing
What?
for certain.
What are the
refractors and
redemption
stuff.
cards for? Oh, really? Oh, they're
Yeah.
doing that again?
Yeah.
They used to do that with sports cards, did they?
Yeah. They still do, I think, to a degree.
Light of
So here's the one that I was talking about.
Harmon, that's where you pipe up. He's saying they do redemption cards for sports cards, and you say
that's just them being lazy.
I think it's
Thanks
quite
for the
literally they
insight.
didn't get the set printed on time, all the refractors and stuff. And I
And
think
there's a
that's what they
chance
did.
that you're not getting that card.
Yeah.
They can replace it for something of equal value.
and they determine the value.
Vader, Fett, those are the two top ones from last year. Chewbacca,
Here's what
that's another one.
There's the crosshair. That's what the crosshair looks
That's
like.
cool.
Dom's gonna be dropping $1,200 on those Boba Fett.
Yeah, we
cards.
gotta stop having Dom on while these do segments because he.
Dom, I
can
got
just
your
see-
refractor right here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is not backfire. We're trying to get Dom to spend less
JJ, just
money.
put it aside for me. I got you. Let me know what the price is.
Buy a $300 box, Dom. Do it.
No,
Do not do that.
don't do it, Dom. Don't.
$300. I can't do it.
But yeah, so that's what it turned out as.
Leia's more popular than Han Solo, though, apparently, according to the grading company.
Oh, for sure.
Who cares?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
If there ain't no Darth Plagueis,
Have you seen a lot of Star Wars fans? Of course, Leia's more popular. Come on, dude.
Well, you also have the Carrie Fisher effect too.
Well, but you got to look at that when you're
Fascinating.
pricing something out. Like when
I'm
you're
handsome.
selling.
I'm ruggedly handsome.
Say what?
Nothing. That was the low. That was a drop. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry. What are you saying? You gotta look at
Hardly
that.
handsome.
You're
Harmon-
going to price for Leia in the middle between. She's going to be under Chewbacca for sure. So, but I mean, she might even
Well-
be lower than Boba Fett 20.
And I don't know what helps it is it being a sketch variant card versus an actual regular base card, if that would help the price or not. It's all something I have no idea. Like I said, the sketch version of that Sith Trooper went for like 600 some, and that's a
This-
Sith Trooper. So.
Wayseeker looks tired.
Yeah, Leia's more popular than a Sith Trooper.
Oh, forget Wayseeker being tired. My wife apparently made some fucking tater tots in the air fryer, and I'm like, I'm hungry as shit. So I'm
Tater
And
tots.
pockets.
not hot pockets, fucking
Hot
tater
pockets.
tots
Yeah,
Tater
sure.
in the air fryer.
Bro.
They go with the hot pockets.
Hey,
All right.
you fucking cut green onions, sour cream, and put them on top of the tater tots with some bacon bits.
Eh, I gotta make bacon bits.
That's too much
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Get Flavor God.
Eat the tater tots.
Get
They're
Flavor
so
God.
good.
I put the Flavor God flavor bacon on it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, here you go. Ketchup, tater tot, mouth
I
done.
just want some nicely salted.
Yeah.
Did Wookiee Fanatic say the 3 of 5 is online right now?
It
I'm
is.
going to
It's
fucking
at auction.
McDonald's.
Of the same
$50.
card?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah,
but it's
well, we'll
still
see what
got
that goes
time
for.
left.
I don't know. Maybe we'll go
We
for
will.
higher.
All right. Well, JJ, thank you for that. Pete, you're up next week. We've got some more stuff for that. I hope everybody enjoy.
Wait,
go
think
ahead.
about that too. Like that auction is ending at an odd date. I think it's got less than 2 days left. So why would you end an auction on a Tuesday? That's just
I have no idea. That's
bad
crazy.
business.
Sunday's the best day to start them or to end them.
End them end them on Sundays
But
apparently.
sometimes-
And
I don't know.
Wednesdays?
Sometimes there's just too much going on Sunday, so things sneak through. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Sunday
I've
weird.
I've done one thing on
Why are you
Saturdays.
doing an auction? You do it at buy it now. Why
You
would you
do.
ever auction?
Yeah, buy now. Fuck auctions.
I think that yeah.
Buy it now, best offer. See what
Yeah.
happens.
Bring it.
We'll see.
Agreed.
All right.
Tater tots all of a sudden, BK.
I love tater tots.
Yeah,
Love them.
that's great.
You both kind of eat like children though.
All right, guys,
No,
I'm out of here.
you're just.
All right,
Hartman.
thank you,
Later,
Hartman.
Hartman.
Appreciate it.
Thank
We're about
you.
to take off too. Hey, Kyle. Make sure you guys turn into SNS. They did a great interview yesterday. So
Oh yeah, the Cliff Chang.
with Cliff Chang, pretty dope. Those guys have really got it going on with their interviews. I'll tell you.
They
that.
do, and he was
Got a great Vader cover.
happy.
I was
He was
gonna
happy to share
in there.
information.
I love the Chang 25 Vader cover.
Yeah. There
That
you
is a
go.
good one.
All right, but we're gonna close it up for the night because all
Yeah,
of us are
it is
fucking
still almost
sick,
midnight.
dude.
Yeah.
We're fucking sick.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I gotta get my tots.
Thank you, JJ. We'll have more card stuff next week. We're gonna be also reviewing that audio novel. Holy shit, is it bad?
I hate audio novels, so I'm just gonna chalk it up to being an audio novel.
No, ain't it. This is
I will read it
astronomically.
again in February, but personally to see if it's any better. But man, I hate audio novels.
Holy
I
shit!
hate
I
it.
don't even. You can't print this bullshit. It's so bad.
Well, it's printing. It's printing next month, so
Yeah, too late for that.
we will review it. We will review it. And Dom is going to read the printed novel.
What you got against Capri Suns all of a sudden?
I want to read it.
I love
All right.
Capri Sun.
Get
some Ecto Cooler.
That's
We got Bad Batch next week. We'll have a couple
All
more
of a
comics.
sudden, BK became a communist.
Yeah, we got four. We got four
Thank you,
comics
Boobian.
next week. We got
Jedi is supposed to be joining us back. We're gonna give.
I'm handsome. I'm ruggedly handsome.
a little bit of time off so he can do some more skin treatments or whatever. Why are you pushing up your flat to make it look like you got a muscle, dude?
But that's how you
Bro,
do it. If you
come
point
on.
to it and you push it, it looks big.
Uh,
That's how you do it. That's why.
Real goods, baby.
Yeah, real ones that you don't have to push up, bro. Yeah, Dom's got big guns too. Dom does. Me and Dom could go. Yeah. Dom don't fuck around. Dom don't fuck around.
All right. On that note, let's get out of here.
Yeah. That would be fun to run with. So, BK is a copy. Oh, okay. All right.
I already
we're done with
clicked
this
on that. I
stuff.
already shared that on this.
I'm done with
Listen.
this show today.
Send me the
Yeah.
addresses on my Instagram so I can sell out the stuff.
Oh yeah, the two people who won. Tom, was it Tom? Who was it?
Astro and Tommy, right?
Yeah, Astro and Tommy.
All right, Astro and Tommy, send
You-
Dom your stuff on
Dom,
IG.
you realize
Everybody should be
Tommy's
following Dom on
overseas.
IG anyways.
What?
Tommy's overseas.
Shit, Tommy is overseas. That's a fucking $100
I'll
ship.
pick them.
It's not.
That's
I send him stuff all the time.
all the toys and shit.
It'll be fine.
You're welcome, Lopez.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wayseeker too.
Yeah, thank you.
That was
Wesley.
me.
I can like.
Yeah, but he wouldn't even know
Acting
that
like-
fucking book existed if it wasn't for me.
Just
Yeah,
remember,
no,
Dark
I
Players
saw
is
that
acting
Sam
like,
link up
baby.
there. You're gonna want this one. Under $100.
Can't see it because you don't know how to work the internet. You gotta tilt the book, bro. You can't see it. Lopez.
I was seeing the screen.
Lopez, you have to tilt the book so people can see what you're showing.
Let's
Jesus
go. Pete's
fuck.
hungry. Pete's hungry.
Tilt.
Real
Yeah, there you go. Tilted. Very good.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, because you want to get rid
Yeah.
of the glare.
There you go.
Handsome face. Jesus.
Well, I don't even think he cares because he already gave away his birthday on one. He gave his social security number on another one. I mean, what the fuck?
We're just waiting on
What
that
are we
mother's
doing
maiden
here?
name, and
Jesus
we're all
Christ.
set.
Yeah, we're
I
good
want
to
the
go,
tater
bro.
tot
We are
bad,
good to
bro.
go.
Fuck, I'm hungry.
All right,
go.
let's we
Okay.
rolling out of here.
Oh, to hear. I'm sick of hearing
All right,
about
thank
these
you
children
everybody for
eating.
stopping by. We will see you guys, next week on Star Wars. But otherwise, check out all the shorts that will be dropping every goddamn day at noon.
Not shots, shorts.
Yeah, I said shorts.
Shorts.
Okay,
Shorts.
shorts every day at noon. Shorts.
Marco will be taking a shot every time a short drops.
Don't forget about Cold Madness.
I'm
Yeah,
Milk
and
of
Milk
Madness,
on
yeah.
Madness on Friday.
We got a bunch of shows. You guys know our shows. Like our shows. Subscribe to our shows. Do all that shit. We'll promote it later. Give us likes, thumbs up. Sub your moms. Sub your husbands. Sub your wives. Sub your daughters. Sub your sons. Sub your cousins.
Okay, you can
sub your
stop.
That's
uncles,
enough.
aunts,
The point
Okay.
is made.
grandparents.
All right, we'll see you guys
everybody.
later.
Peace.